I got. Ooh.
We got live. That's what we got. We are live, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Friday night. It's a big Friday night. It is Triple Header Friday. As you can see on the screen, Overdrive, Smackdown, Full Gear Rampage, all coming your way. All brought to you by the alternative commentary you've always wanted. We'll tell you really what's up in wrestling. We'll tell you what's going on. We have, 4 hours of wrestling to cover. Lots going on. 2 screens. Multiple shows. Strap in, strap on. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live. And I'm already going hoarse. So that's a good sign for a Friday night, folks. But Smackdown is kicking off, as well as Overdrive's kicking off. I got the Brawling Brutes on one side. What do you got over there, sir?
I have the intro video for Overdrive right now. But yes, like you said, we've got the Brawling Brutes. And hi, by the way, I'm Big Nick. That's there every night. The light KJ White. Absolutely. You should know that by now if you're tuning in. But yeah, no, it's a action-packed Friday night, and then we've got still Full Gear on the horizon. I like how AEW, and this is going to be probably the one nice thing I say about them tonight, that they're doing like the pre-show before the pre-show, before what feels like a pre-show on Saturday.
Avoiding 18 matches would be absolutely wonderful.
Well, I think they still have 12 already on the main card, but we've got all the Brawling Brutes and now Drew coming out on SmackDown.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, folks, we are ready to go. Drew McIntyre is on his way to the ring with the Brawling Brutes now. Lots of talk, lots of rumors. The rumor is KO was supposed to be a part of this group. However, he's not going to be able to do that. And rumor is he's still going to be here tonight.
Yeah, I think I said that last night, is that there was rumored that he was still booked to appear on SmackDown, even though he's clearly, I believe, not going to be in the match. So it's going to be interesting. Do they decide their replacement tonight? Interesting name that I've heard, not exactly to be paired with them, but to get called up to the main roster, is JD McDonough.
That's a good show. That's interesting as hell. I will say this quickly, folks, because we're kind of scrambled out of the gates tonight, and I love it. But it is a Friday night here. It is a triple header Friday. As you can see below us, 3 shows tonight. We are not stopping. We are back tomorrow, and we're going to have an Uzi Saturday night.
Can you use that describing that company, though?
Yeah, we're going to screw it. Right? We're gonna be Uzi. Hopefully they got some oos about them, but we'll find out. But yes, if you didn't know, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. Like, subscribe, join us. Let everybody you know we are here. Saturday nights are always crazy here. A triple header Friday. What more could you want? And we will take predictions on all the matches. We will take ratings at the end of the show. We'll keep you up to date, folks. So thank you. I hope everyone has a wonderful Friday. I hope everyone's feeling good. And big weekend ahead, Nick.
Absolutely. Big week ahead. 100%. And Aaron, I see you, or A-Town, Ronnie, Thomas, Damien, everybody. And right now I've got Moose coming down in the ring for Overdrive. And we've got
with the Brawling Brutes? All right.
JV, what up? Hey, Nick, hope you are safe and warm. Well, thank you. I hope everyone is safe and warm. Well,
are you feeling toasty, buddy?
Oh, I'm feeling toasty, oozy, all of the wise.
Toasty.
But I think it's a little bit talking about how Buffalo has over 6 feet of snow, and so they had to move the Bills game.
Pounded. I sent you that thing today. Like, what is up in Buffalo?
Oh yeah, everybody's been sending me that because they know I'm a Bills fan.
Right.
They're just like, yeah, the snow's taller than some of the players, so I don't think we can play the game.
No, right?
But so we've got
Bull. I think they should try. I think they should try and play it. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, that'd be interesting. Be the, Snow Bowl to end all Snow Bowls. But we've got Moose and Bully Ray kicking it off for Impact.
This is going to be a barn burner of a match.
So who you taking?
I'm going to take Moose.
Fair enough. Oh, you sick son of a bitch. So you're making me take the guy that hates the what chant. Oh, you bastard.
Right.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend, I guess.
There's a reason I did not take Bully Ray. And I like Bully Ray. I do. I like him a lot. I got a couple issues with things, but we'll talk about that later. It's more with
I was going to say, so then I guess I'm taking Bully Ray. What?
If you want to oppose me, yeah, Bully Ray would be your only option.
So that I'm going with the leader of the Aces and Eights. What? The other Dudley brother. What? Bully Ray. What?
I got the Moose, which is fitting. I'm Canadian.
Well, fair enough. And wasn't there supposed to be a match between Bully Ray and Matt Cardona that just never was booked and then just apparently never happened?
Was that not supposed to be on NWA this weekend?
Yes, it was booked.
It was advertised.
Yeah, it was booked because I was looking into it because I remembered about it when I saw Bully Ray on the card tonight. I was like, wait, he's having a match with Moose. I thought he was supposed to have a match with Cardona first. And then it just never happened.
Never materialized. Yeah, that's a good point. And we covered it, and I didn't even think about it, but it was on I'm pretty sure if you go into the details, it was on the listed card. Oh, shit. Low blow right away, Nick.
Absolutely. Well, Moose has been a powerhouse in Impact. I'm amazed. Oh, another big spear. I'm surprised Papa Paul hasn't,
maybe given him a squash. Is Bully going to get squashed?
I hope not. Well, we've got a table already. Is this a no DQ match?
Based on the low blow to open the match, yes. That would be
it's a tables match, so of course it is. Okay, that makes sense there.
Oh, Sheamus and McIntyre are hugging, by the way. And folks, if you were just tuning in, get your predictions in. Moose, Bully Ray, tables match happening right now. And if you want to keep an up-to-date shot at Smackdown, well, they're all having a hug fest. They're
right. If you've ever watched Boondock Saints, that's what's happening in the ring right now.
Right. But right. Butch just gave us a wall game.
Right. It was little William Regal did it. Not there. Yeah,
Mini
little Willie.
Pause. Accusations. Yeah. Moose.
Well,
hey! The Uzi King has arrived. Oh, boy.
Well, we're supposed to get Pete Dunne versus Sami Zayn at some point tonight.
Yes, World Cup.
Yeah, we've got that. And the great Irish wrestler, he's the one who should join them, is Rick O'Shea.
Rick O'Shea should be the last member of the Irish connection.
Exactly. But we've got him versus Mustafa Ali because Ray's out injured.
Yes. Oh. Ray eating the ring post on the outside, by the way.
Yeah. Moose getting a chair.
Moose. Sorry, go ahead. No, I was just saying Damien's got Moose.
I was just saying so far, Bully Ray's pretty much just been getting dominated this whole match.
Yeah, I mean, he landed a spear there a moment ago, Nick, but yes, Moose back on the offensive. And listen, Moose is a guy I would love to see a WWE contract go his way and see him compete with imagine Moose, Lashley, Moose, Roman. Moose. Yeah. But there's beyond Roman, which I know everybody would love. There's some really good options there.
Big reverse suplex from Bully onto the outside. Sami is just I know we've talked about it, but I think as each day goes by, the chances of him being the one to beat Roman get a little bit better.
People think I'm crazy when I bring that up, but I mean, dude, we talked about this. It could happen.
Oh, absolutely. It would be that Daniel Bryan moment. It would be, I feel, that kind of moment.
Yeah.
They fully just break down Sami and kick him out after we've been all the way here. Oh, 100%.
The underdog from the Uzi ground.
I like it.
Looking forward to Masha Slamovich versus Jordan Grace Knockouts Championship game. Last woman standing match tonight on Overdrive. It's going to be a good one. It'll be a banger. Slamma might actually take it. It's her turn.
Well, we thought that about Alba Fire. Apparently, if you have red hair dye and are a female professional wrestler, you're SOL.
Right. So if you're following along at home, folks, right now, the Brawling Brutes and Sami are just ending the opening segment. A little bit of a promo. Sami letting everybody know that the Bloodline will win War Games. And
I sure hope so.
On Impact, Nick.
I've got Moose right now taking a chair to Bully Ray and got him set up for the table. Yeah, pause. We get like a little rock bottom, little Inzaguri or Uranagi through the table here.
Nope, not happening. Bully fighting back.
Reverse suplex.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Are you expecting anything somewhat newsworthy or noteworthy tonight? Just because Full Gear, or does it even matter?
For SmackDown, I would probably say not quite.
Okay.
I think that they might kind of just people are going to say that I'm backing WWE too much or what have you, but I think they may give them the opportunity to either take it or just fall flat on their face with it. I feel Full Gear, and I feel like I've said this quite a bit. It's a make or break. It's a watershed moment for AEW again.
I think it's a big one, and we'll talk about this during one of the breaks because I listened to an interview with Tony Khan today, and yeah, I mean we can save it for Rampage, and you know what? Yeah, we'll just save it for then. But I had some issues, but not all of it bad.
Before then, knowing us. But so on SmackDown, we've got Ricochet coming out as we've got now.
He missed his segment. He's late.
Who's what? Oh yeah, he missed the segment. Yeah,
right. So, folks, we are into our first commercial break tonight on SmackDown, and we are watching Bully Ray take on Moose. If you haven't made a prediction yet, get it in the box. Let's go. Thomas, what's up? Ronnie, what's up? Howdy, A-Town. What's going on? Remember, folks, let everyone know we are here. Hey, Nick, hope you are safe and warm. Can Wade still go? I don't know. What's the answer to that question?
Well, I've heard people suggest that at some point, you have Wade stand up from the commentary desk and says, well, Roman, I've got some bad news for you.
Right. You get like some old Nexus friends to help out combat the bloodline?
Well, no, it's what was the faction that they made in WWE that was like Shamus, I think it was Rusev, like I think Barrett, all that, like their version of like United Empire.
What was yeah, okay. Why would you do that though?
Well, I feel like that's kind of what they're doing already. You've got Drew and Sheamus together.
Fair enough. I mean, that's only I mean, all of them are Brits.
UK, sir.
Well, close enough. I have Masha Slamovich winning the knockouts. We'll get there, Damien. We're gonna get there.
Oh,
I got Moose for the win, says A-Town.
Yeah.
What's up?
Probably not a bad shout there. Oh,
what was it? Oh, Moose? Because this is not a great show.
Brock Lesnar will be the no, DeMarcus. No.
Oh shit! Dude!
Both men are down.
Dude, Moose jumps up to the top rope, showing amazing agility, springs back and gets hit with a cutter.
That man sold that like a dead fish flopping out of the water. That was that looked so impressive.
Wow.
Especially with a big, that's the thing too with Moose is he's so big and athletic.
Oh, it's unreal. Like he's such a big man, but then he leaps up to the top rope. Like
yeah. He hit a standing moonsault or a standing drop kick to the top rope earlier in this match.
Yes. One of his I feel like that's become one of his staples.
Oh!
What?
Went for a spear in the corner, and Moose just moved out of the way. Wait, how does that count as a win? You didn't put him through it. Okay, Moose is just an idiot.
Oh, no. Okay. The ref's like, nope, you didn't do it.
No,
okay,
you didn't.
okay.
You have to put the person through the table. They can't put themselves through it.
What do you think, folks? What do you think? We're getting down to the nitty gritty in this match here. Bully Ray goes through a table, but it does not count. He put himself through it.
Bully's got wood. Pause.
What?
I said, Bully's got wood. Pause.
Pause. Oh, Bray Wyatt makes amends tonight.
Who, what? Is that what you mentioned about them potentially doing something newsworthy and how they hide at times what they advertise and everything?
Let's go, Dallas.
Is this something that's going to end up being newsworthy?
I think they got I think they might. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just overhyping the rivalry. Maybe I just want something to happen. But yeah, I mean, if I was in Triple H's shoes, you don't have to blow the doors off, but maybe a couple surprises that people are talking about tomorrow, just for shits and giggles.
Right. Oh,
Bully with the W. Bully with the W. I served you up a W out of the gate.
Backslid into a victory as per usual. But so Bully Ray picks up the W on Moose in the tables match to start off Overdrive after a big ass spear through the table.
Nice finish to that match. Great start to the show.
Well, absolutely. And we've seen that recently of kind of, if you're not going to be the main event and you're kind of one of the bigger matches, you're better off kind of going on first.
Right. No, I completely agree with that, Nick. Like, that's a hell of a start to the match. I mean, it's a loaded card, so good energy coming out of the gate and great finish.
Absolutely. And now we've got Ali versus Ricochet on SmackDown, and Ali's showing up with the taped up ribs.
Right. Wait. Okay, no. I was going to say, did he get eliminated from the tournament? Now he's back, but no, he didn't. He just got beat up randomly.
Yeah, he just got beat up because, well, him and Bobby Lashley have kind of been having a halfway thing on Raw.
Right. Yeah.
Which it's interesting that you see all of this stuff. It all seems to be floating around the U.S. title because they don't have an actual world title.
Right. But I mean, I give him credit for trying to build those titles up. And I mean, you've seen Seth kind of be the star of that show outside of Austin Theory. And then on the other side, you have, Gunther been a little quieter than Seth, but, has had a few defenses where they try and build up those divisions. And I think the one thing taken away from Gunther right now is this World Cup, right?
Right. Well, I like that because there was that whole story. Remember that Vince was down and soured on Gunther and everything and was just going to bury him and all of that. And then now, under the Papa Paul era, we're getting that refocus on Gunther. We're getting that refocus on the IC title. Like, we're doing all of this, and you get an IC title shot. You don't get a world title shot. You don't get a number one contender shot, anything like that. And like, no, you get a shot at the IC belt, and you have to go against the buzzsaw that is Gunther.
Right. Yeah, that's shit. Going up against that lumberjack. Yay.
That Austrian lumberjack. Why?
But sorry, Jack, good to see you. VHS comes in swinging. This one's for you.
Davey says, if Kevin Owens is set to be the fifth member and he is hurt, would it make sense for them to announce him and have him be jumped by the Bloodline to take him out of War Games? Fair enough. Well, so that would make sense in the non-Smart era. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think because of the Smart era, you have to kind of go with the idea that most people know he's injured. So he could come out and say, listen, I really wanted to be a part of this and whoop your ass or smack some sense into you, Sami, but I can't. Here's my guy. Now, here's my fantasy booking. He announces that fucking Bronson Reed is returning to join the team, right? He's got, to a lot of people, they're like, the accent's close. So he joins, but right at the beginning of War Games and the matches like really getting going, Jonah turns on Drew and the boys.
He does the Dakota Kai, the turn.
Yeah, he's just a little Dakota Kai.
Well, fitting that they're both, from New Zealand and everything like that.
I mean, he's got a little bit of Samoan blood in him.
Right. Well,
as advertised.
The thing is, though, too, is going into that with it. It's a smarky thing to already know and assume that Kevin Owens is the fifth member. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
So if you know that Kevin Owens is supposed to be the fifth member, he's hurt. So to the casual viewing audience and everything, you 100% could slot in whoever,
yep.
make it make sense.
Yeah, true. Now, right now, we got Ricochet and Ali, and if you guys haven't made your prediction yet, let me know. And we also have the tag titles on the line as well.
Yes, we have the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship going on right now. We have the Murder Dolls versus Tasha Steelz or the Death Dolls, sorry.
You know what's funny?
Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans.
You get to pick first on this one because I know who.
So fine, fuck you. I'm taking Taya and JesSICKa 100%.
Yeah, that's cold, son.
They have my favorite person too, Rosemary, my favorite Impact superstar for the long way.
Based on some rumors about people potentially going elsewhere, I will go with the underdog Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans.
Now, see, it's interesting that you say about with people going elsewhere and everything. As we go to a commercial break on SmackDown, with Ricochet getting plastered outside. But there's been rumors, speculating, percolating, what have you. I feel on the dirt sheets and the dirt webs and all of that Tasha Steelz might be going to AEW.
Yes, I have read that as well. And I mean, of course, there was rumors about Valkyrie potentially going back with leaks of a trademark in Lira. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. You still have Rosemary in the wings. You still have
JesSICKa.
Listen, Jessica Havoc is fighting Ali Catch. Tune in when we're live for that one. I can't wait to see that a death match between these two women.
Well, that's the thing is I still feel like Jessica Havoc's still one of those underground, like a little bit of you have to have been, a fan of like the indie wrestling for a while to appreciate that. Ireland, not British, KJ. That's
I know.
You're just our addict.
I took geography once upon a time. my Scottish roots forced me to know the truth.
Right, shit.
Right?
I forgot all about that.
I got that shit tattooed on me, and making myself look like I don't know any better. No, absolutely. I think Kevin Owens will be the 5th person to join the Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre. Well, Jack, what we've been talking about, or at least the narrative right now, is that he's injured.
Right.
So that puts a pickle in that plan.
Facts, but I will take this time to say who you got. Well, I already know. We've said who we've got, but I'll ask the fine viewing audience: who do you guys have? The Death Dolls, Taya and JesSICKa, or Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans?
Right. So, and who did we take over here? You know what? I'm going to take Ali on a weird thing.
Yeah, we didn't even pick over there. So fine, then I guess I have to. I've given the man his name, so I have to take Ricochet.
Yeah, you get Ricochet.
That's not a bad shout. Your guy's bandaged up.
Yeah, so. I think he's going to win by roll-up. That's my shout.
Oh, the most devastating move in professional.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like, and I like the idea of Ricochet and Ali having a bit of a program. Like, I think they would keep us entertained, lower mid-card kind of second, third match of a few shows. I'm down with that.
Oh, absolutely. Or, I mean, I hate to do this, but you could have them as a tag team.
True.
WWE needs tag teams.
Yeah, they'd be like the 2022 Rockers. Let me in. What's up?
Who's going to get kicked through the glass, though? What?
What's that?
I said, who's going to get kicked through the glass, the barbershop glass?
Right. Ollie. Ricochet for the win. Who's your pick? We're going to get there, Damien. Patience. Patience, my friend. Woosah.
Embrace the moment.
What's up,
as we've got JesSICKa with a big slam on Tasha Steelz, and Ricochet right now in control of Ali. So you're not looking good on either of your picks, sir.
No, I'm not starting out well. Not in the least right now, folks. And if you haven't made a prediction on either of these matches, get them in. And if you are just tuning in, yes, that's right. We have Overdrive and SmackDown rolling same time. We're going right through both matches simultaneously, and we're trying to keep you up to date on all of it. Keep the chat alive, keep it going, and let's really have a good Friday night tonight.
And if you think we're crazy for doing 2 shows, folks, you ain't even know the half of it. We've been here doing nothing yet. We've been here 1 show, what? 2 shows, what? 3 shows, what? 4 shows, what? My Christ, I think we might have even tried 5 shows, what?
What?
Oh,
Ali down.
Driver.
What?
Ricochet hit a Michinoku driver onto the outside on Ali.
rolls through the cross body and drills him.
And
now then sells. I like Ricochet, man. I really think he's been underutilized, so I'm really hoping he gets a little more love.
Remember when him and Aleister Black came up from big leg drop from JesSICka. I keep wanting to call her Havoc.
JesSICka hit Savannah Evans with a scoop slam. That's a big lady.
But remember when Ricochet and Aleister Black came up from NXT, and granted they were a tag team, but all the hype and the anticipation for Ricochet and everything, and how it's just been wow.
Oh shit!
Double booty slam on that overdrive between.
No way!
That's an impressive ass submission. Wow.
Who was it? Someone else used to use that move.
It's bugging me.
That's a good he got to the ropes. I thought he was done.
Well, shout out to Ricochet wearing the Nikes. Those Jordans. But absolutely. And that man just ate all of that with that corkscrew moonsault.
I'm forced to point out that I'm doing slightly better at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit. As we've got Taya in the corner getting kicked from Tasha Steelz, and Ollie's looking impressive. I like that they're giving Ollie at least a little bit of a push. May not be the biggest push, but it's something.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
And then unloads. I think I'm going over 2.
As you say that, I have Ricochet hitting the big ass suplex and then uncorking.
Douse.
Tornado. Moonsault.
Lion tamer. That looks like a lion tamer.
Or lion salt.
Right. Oh yeah, lion salt. Thank you.
As I've got Tasha Steelz with a front face log on Taya.
All right. So rumors, they want Cena, Rock, Stone Cold at WrestleMania 39. Rumors also Punk versus Austin. I don't know how I feel about Punk versus Austin. I don't know.
It's the match that's supposed to have been happening. Now, how would you feel better? And shout out Rocco, good Paisan and everything. But how would you feel, though, if it was like a 30-second squash like some people have talked about? Roll up by Ali. Two count. Okay. But how would you feel if it was a little 30-second squash, boom, stunner, have some Steve Weisers 1, 2, 3 of just a nice fuck you to CM Punk?
Oh, plans, Ricochet. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Do you think Punk would agree to that shit?
Does he get to main event Tornado DDT by Ali?
That's the caveat. Is listen, you get to be the night 1 main event.
You get main event. You get to still say Tony, fuck you. You get to sit there and go and put out your gripes about AEW, and then Steve's going to come out, kick you in the stomach, Stone Cold Stunner, have a little.
See, now that scenario would be worth it in the sense of like, all right in the middle of fucking Mania night 1, or even the main event of night 1, you're going to come out and shock the world, and then just unload on everything you're feeling and everything the lawyers will let you get away with.
Right.
And then the glass breaks. He comes out, takes a stunner, comes back on Monday as a heel.
Yeah, I could see that working. Well, and then we've also got the potential of Logan Paul, but I've got Ricochet up top, and I've got everybody splattered on Overdrive. Oh, Shooting Star
standing like Mustafa was on his feet when he took it.
Well, yeah, I mean, not to break kayfabe there, but you could kind of see that man a little bit slide, like, okay, here's lean back.
Dude, that looks ridiculous.
Oh, it looked impressive as shit. I don't want to take away from it 100%. That's the thing is these two guys, like you said, they could have a hell of a kind of mid-cardy, upper to lower mid-card feud.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree. Look, that looked pretty. It was a really entertaining match. Not a long match, quick, but very entertaining, Nick. So if you picked Ricochet and you have Ricochet on your bingo card, ding ding, I'm 0 for 2.
Not quite yet. Well, yes, you are 0 for 2.
Yeah, no, I'm 0 for 2.
0 for 3.
Going well.
I was going to say we got side by side, but we've got Savannah Evans and Taya right now in the ring.
Oh. Hey, man, I feel like it's always like that. It's either hot or cold, right? Like,
I've been on a fucking cold, ice cold.
You've been Buffalo.
Cold.
You've been Buffalo.
I've been Buffalo right now, and there's 6 feet of snow. So I guess I'm finally catching heat, and I'm fine with that. Well, granted, I feel like we've also been going a little tit for tat here initially when it comes to these predictions.
Oh, some love between the combatants. Ali's being helped away by Ricochet, so still friends to the end.
Well, and like I said, they wouldn't be a halfway bad tag team. I mean, they'd be a little bit like the Martin brothers over in AEW or Top Flight, I believe. So I could see that working. As we've got the Bloodline now backstage, and I've got Tasha, Steelz, and JesSICka in the ring.
Yes, action continues in that match. If you haven't made your prediction, get it in, get it in, get it in.
What?
What? My dog. That's the other gimmick he's got now. My dog.
My dog? Well, wait. So then I guess I have to find my Sami Zayn since, you know, I've been out there compared to fucking Jim Cornette as it is and everything. So
apparently I'm the KO of the situation, unfortunately. So
well, yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I could try to be the Sami, but
wait,
I'm feeling oozy. Come on now.
What? Ronnie, what up?
What's up, Ronnie?
Oh,
Anthony, how you doing? Can
Tasha Steelz work in WWE? Nick and KJ, by the way. Hi guys. Hi Anthony. She could. Oh, big ass head kick and a driver from JesSICka. 2-3 count. So you went 0-2 or 0-3 now.
0-3. 0-3. Cold out of the gates.
I could see it working, but I feel like she would start in NXT.
Yeah, I think so too.
If she goes to AEW, more people are going to know her than they would if she went to WWE.
Yeah, I think she'll be starting in NXT if she took that route for sure. Right. Just as far as I don't imagine, and it's no offense to her, but you said the notoriety, you know, they'll let her build up a reputation. But JesSICka and Taya victorious. The kick to the back of the head followed up by a huge pile driver. And it's over.
Retain the women's the Knockouts Tag Team Championships.
Drilled her. So, yeah, I'm sucking out of the gate.
Pause.
But yeah, reading that KO's having first acting of movie or part TV show. Right on. I think you'd do well on TV.
What Canadian show would you cast Kevin Owens in as we're a commercial break on SmackDown and a backstage vignette between Motor City Machine Guns and Chris Bay and Ace Austin, so Bullet Club.
Right.
But so, yes, what, I guess, Canadian show would you cast Kevin Owens in, and why is it Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah. I mean, Trailer Park Boys would be good.
Letterkenny?
He'd be funny in Letterkenny a little bit. I think shit. It's a tough one. He almost has the banner. There's a show that I love so much called Corner Gas that was a bit of a cult classic here, where it's about a convenience store, gas station, small Saskatchewan.
So you would cast him in Clerks, basically, is the American edition of you would cast him in Clerks.
Like the Canadian version of, like he works at like a gas station and he's just rude to people and funny and gets to cut promos on everybody.
I like Jamie's answer, Degrassi.
Degrassi, yeah. Yeah, he plays the gym teacher.
Right? He's the one that pushed Drake in the wheelchair.
Oh, wow. Wow, too soon?
No, fuck off.
I don't even know where we're at. But, folks, we are in another commercial break on SmackDown. Plus, we're getting the pre-packaged video for Mickie James. And who's Mickie fighting?
Mickie James and Taylor Wilde.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There we go.
This is, again, a career-threatening match. And this, to me, is interesting because we've had all the backstage talk and everything with Nick Aldis and how he's done with NWA. He's suspending everything. And I've said it and called it for a while. It's not just one. They're coming as a pair, very much like the Cardonas are going to show back up in WWE. We've already heard talks about Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona. He might be trolling, but he's sharing anything and everything about Zack Ryder.
Right? So
I think we could be seeing Mickie James. Maybe she lose, but does she give it to Taylor Wilde? That's the thing. Is does she give the career, retirement match to Taylor Wilde?
Well, part of me thought the career match was going to go to Chelsea. I was a little surprised that Chelsea didn't get it.
Right.
And then to have Chelsea on Impact walk out and say, I'm going home is interesting.
Does she? What about Deonna?
Praz will get that one? Yeah, it could. They had a really, really amazing rivalry.
I maybe once hubby Nick Aldis has done his suspension and everything,
right?
She'll finally take that loss.
Was it my imagination, or were they reporting Andrade suspended again, or officially, or
I've heard people say that, and to me,
or he wasn't suspended until now.
So then how many people that just aren't booked on AEW are suspended by that same route? That's the thing, is I feel like you have to be booked to be suspended. And I think it's clearly obvious as all hell, very much that the man trying to get fired, a suspension does fuck and all to him.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, hey, Andrade, yes, you're suspended, okay? He's like, so still sit at home and do nothing? Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So how I was paying you before to just hang out with Charlotte and the Nature Boy and, have some of that, Ric Flair drip and all of that, and to do fuck all at home. Right. Keep doing it. See. Okay. There we go. We're good.
Right. So get your predictions in. Is tonight the last night we see Mickie James in Impact? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, folks? Absolute Zero, good to see you. Rocco, good to see you. The group was League of Nations.
Thank you.
There you go. I listen. I wasn't even. You stopped and looked at me, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm supposed to answer something."
That's how you know when the vitamins are good, folks. But absolutely, Rocco. Thank you. See, one Paisan to another Paisan.
Right there you go.
Very much helping out with the League of Nations. Yeah, it was. Does he mention who was in it specifically there? Where'd the comment go? God damn it. Where'd you pull that from?
Right here.
Okay. The group was the League of Nations with Wade, and look at my AEW WWE One Night Only 6-man tag, only pay-per-view card. I sent you my first comment. Why?
Why?
Now you're gonna make me scroll.
Yeah.
Right again. I'm lazy.
I didn't see it.
Maybe the YouTube comment bots got it.
Yeah,
maybe
the comment bot. Oh no, I see it. I see it.
On the video.
I got it, Ronnie. There you go. Don't say we don't care about the fans.
Right. Channel 4 fans by fans. Why? You want me to read it?
Go ahead. It's a lot.
AEW WWE One Night Only 6-man only. Hear the card. The Elite versus One Time Only The Shield. Best Friends versus New Day. Judgment Day versus House of Black. That one works for you, I guess. Blackpool Club versus the OC. But then you got Moxley double booked. Brawling Brutes versus Death Triangle. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. I still think, well, we've talked about this, of doing this as a video, and I guess we'll have to, at this point, find the time and do it. If the people are asking for it, we'll do our own little fantasy book of a WWE versus AEW card.
We should do that. I like that show.
Right.
So the ladies are tying up, get a prediction in, and we have the New Day, being interrupted by Imperium.
And shout out to Xavier Woods' mustache. Fucking
what is this look about?
I really like the fucking mustache. But yeah, we've got Imperium interrupting the New Day. So I guess since I didn't get Imperium in the 3-way war games with the Brawling Brutes and Bloodline, I guess we're going to get Imperium versus the New Day now.
Yes, it sounds like that's what we're going to get. Why not? But Imperium, I want Imperium to go over. Let's go.
Right.
Big E against Gunther on his big return tonight.
Could you imagine?
Big E versus Gunther? I'm down. Let's go.
Oh, I am 100%. But I'm saying if he came back tonight, you would want, you wanted to talk about something that would be newsworthy from WWE.
Yeah, that'd be a big one.
That's very newsworthy.
Yeah. No, there's if that man and God willing, or whatever willing, he's able to make a full recovery and get back. That is a gigantic pop waiting to happen.
Oh, 100%. And we've got another lockup between Taylor Wilde and Mickie James. Off to a wee bit of a slow start here for Mickie.
Right. Oh, who did you take?
Well, I feel like we can kind of agree on this one. It's got to be Mickie.
It's got to be Mickie. I can't see Mickie going out on Wilde. I can't. Hey, look, they found each other. Mac Daddy Cap. I mean, what?
What? Well, we heard that they were gonna play into this and they kind of acknowledge it. I don't. Hey, what's up with the weird little itty bitty bit of chest hair there on Madcap? Why is he still Madcap? Why is she Emma? I have so many questions. Why did she
call him Madcap? I put out there on one of the social medias. I was like, man, can we give this guy a real name so Emma can stop calling him Madcap? And someone answered me back and said, you know, she likes calling him that. Pardon? Pause.
Why are you spying on their life? Like, and of all the people to spy on, why them?
Emma looking good. Welcome back.
100%. But just call the damn man Moss. Go back to Riddick Moss. There you go. That was a badass name. Cool.
She's like, I love you, Madcap. He's like, I love you, Emelina.
Baron got then she just kind of dances like this. But no, well, Baron Corbin was able to go back to Baron Corbin instead of Happy Corbin. Why can't Madcap just go back to Riddick Moss instead of being Madcap Moss?
Yeah, no, absolutely go back. Like, just go to Riddick Moss or I mean, anything. Call him M Moss. I don't give a shit.
Like Riddle.
Right, like call him Randy. I don't care. I just think it's hard to take him serious. Like, in tonight's main event, Madcap. No, like, fuck.
Right.
Oh, fuck, really? Ricochet will get buried by Strowman. Maybe not. I'm not convinced that's a slam dunk.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Does David slay Goliath there? I feel like that could be the thing.
It'd be crazy. I mean, especially so close into a Braun Strowman return. But I like Ricochet. And I mean, he's athletic if he plays it right. You know, Braun's chasing him around and he's doing his thing. I think it's got a possibility.
But, well, could that be, hey, Braun, you kind of got some heat because of the stupid shit you said about
you're going to lose to a flippy guy.
The human tree in Saudi. So you got to do this one for me, big guy. They're going to take a standing shooting star press.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you wanted to run your mouth about the flippy guys.
You had a 45-star match. Okay, well now you're gonna have a 46-star match when you go under fucking Ricochet.
Right. Even better, like Ricochet just like hits a spear and then 450 it's over. You're like, what?
He rolling power slams, Braun.
What else we got? And now Ricochet one-on-one with Braun Strowman next week. Yes, just Kevin Owens is definitely the 5th member. I don't know, Zero. You think it was a kayfabe? He's injured. Yeah, he's injured. Story.
That's when you're coming off of R-Truth. Kind of, I feel like having almost a similar injury situation happen not too long ago, and you've had already this many people on your roster be injured. I think messing around, excuse me, with something like that isn't a good look.
No. Yeah, I mean.
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you think well, I mean, who was the source of the story?
Oh, geez. I'll pick a dirt sheet at this point. Spin the wheel, make a deal.
It might have been Meltzer that broke this one. I don't know. I'm
so what you're saying is it was really Tony Khan of like, hey,
right,
Connor, you might have to rebook your
No, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. Maybe he
accusations.
Accusations. Maybe he went to the doctor, Nick, and it was a sprain, and they're like, listen, if we brace it a little bit and bandage it, you'll be pretty good to go, especially in a multiple man match. We can hit you with a fucking shovel and you can roll out and hang out for a while.
So are you going into that as, Taylor Wilde with a big ass suplex there, 2 count. But so are you going purple pet conspiracy there of that? It's a little bit kayfabe of like, here, we'll give you this injury storyline so you can look even more heroic overcoming it.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
He gets the pinfall on Sami.
Oh, Riddick Moss is going to get beat up.
Yep.
I'm going to go Karrion on this one.
Real bad.
Does Emma come out and take on Scarlett?
Does she throw a drink on her? What?
Oh, shit, Peoria. What?
What? Right. No, but yeah. I guess since Wade's there, Moss, I've got some bad news for you. You about to get choked out by Karrion Kross real fucking quick.
Right.
Now you watch though, they're gonna have like a 20-minute, full-on match that's gonna go to still Kross winning.
Right? No, dude, it's hi Scarlett. What's up? Karrion coming out in tow. And yeah, you think it's gonna be a 20-minute match?
I hope not, but I'm saying they've done it before to where it's a match that you think is going to end up being a squash, and then they turn around, and especially with a guy like Moss, if they're pairing him up with Emma, who just returned, they might try and give him still a little bit of a shine of Kross doesn't fully squash him, but Kross needs to start squashing some people to.
Yeah, remember, he was dusting everybody. Yeah. Even when we were like, okay, this is going to be a good match, Ciampa dusted him twice. Joe pretty much dusted him. I think he lost once to Joe, though.
But it's still, he needs to kind of, like you said, he needs to go through kind of just destroying people, because even coming off of his win over, doesn't still seem that, he hasn't elevated that much from that.
Joe?
No, Kross,
yeah, I know. Since his return, he's looked imposing. He's had a good rivalry with McIntyre, but it would look like he's stepping away from that at this time. So, yeah, now is the time to kind of build him up. He should get a decent win here over Madcap and then beat up a few guys for a few weeks. You don't have to rush him into anything, but eventually you'll find something for him.
No, he just has to go through just fucking choking the life and beating the bejesus out of a couple people for a couple weeks, like you said, and then maybe post Survivor Series we get Kross Roman potentially, as we've got Mickey just throwing hands on Taylor Wilde right now.
Oh shit, yeah. So we got 2 matches going on right now. If you haven't made a prediction, I know we've seen some here. Kross for the win, Kross for the win, Kross for the win. Anybody bold enough to take Madcap Moss?
I haven't had that many vitamins, sir. No, it's got to be Karrion Kross for this one, 100%. But I do like DeMarcus bringing up about who y'all got, Scarlett or Emma.
Scarlett or Emma in a wrestling match? I mean, Scarlett can go. People don't know Scarlett can go. She's had some matches.
Oh, with the way you were rhyming there for a second, I was like, wait, are we going to go by the bay? Maybe you can play with some clay? Hey, what do you say? But no, I still think I'd have to take Emma with that one. Respectfully.
I think overall, maybe it's a more seasoned wrestler.
Correction. I'll take Tenille Dashwood. I will not take Emma in that match, because if she's still Emma, I feel like it's a coin flip.
Yeah, right? So now we got Mickey in control again, by the way. And if you haven't made a prediction on Mickie James and Taylor Wilde, make sure you get that in as well. Easy for me to say. Right. Mickey up to the top, Nick.
Yeah, but right now she's eating some shots from Taylor, as well as Madcap's just getting talked down to by Kross.
Anyone got drink for Scarlett?
Ha! See, I'm not the only one who made the joke.
Man, that's got to be tough, though. How do you not lose your mind?
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
especially if it was a little old lady.
Madcap blows through Karrion Kross. I like that. Oh. That's good. The DeMarcus one that you mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mike Clayton going Madcap just to be the Joker in the room. Wow.
Right. Bridging suplex from Taylor, 2 count.
That was a horrible drop kick, bro.
Yeah. Madcap's got Kross up follow-away slam. Wow. So, like I said, Kross is or Madcap's actually getting in offense. This isn't just going to be a squash match.
I kind of like the stairs in the middle.
It is interesting.
Right? Put them there. They'll be more involved, right?
No, because then it's just AEW with the goddamn ramp that just goes right to the ring.
Right.
Oh, Madcap into the turnbuckle.
Oh, going for the choke.
Mickey with a DDT.
Yeah, you got like
1, 2, 3, and Mickey wins.
Okay, I got that one right. I'm on the board. I'm on the board, folks. Who had Mickie James on their bingo card? Let us know.
Everybody.
Let us know. Let it snow.
Moss, yeah. Well, who had Taylor Wilde? But could you see Moss and Kross as a tag team? No. Outside of the rhyming scheme, no. Speaking of that, Kross is just about to choke out Madcap right now.
As much as the name is kind of playful and fun, Nick, I don't see it happening. But now coming out, I heard you say pause in my head. It made me fuck up. Yeah, thanks. Moss and Kross. The Moss and Kross connection.
Moss Kross will make you jump.
There you go.
So see, I call it. We've got Deanna coming out to challenge Mickey.
That's my man. Ah, you got it, Deanna. Yeah, right. Okay, nice show.
So we've got Deanna, like I said, synchronicity, folks. What comes around is all around. Nick Aldis is going to be on his way out of NWA. Mickey's about to be on her way out of Impact. And then all the way make that drive over to Connecticut.
Preach.
And we're setting up already with all these, couples and all of that. Now with Emma and Madcap, we've got Scarlett and Kross. Now we could get potentially Chelsea and
right.
Matt. We could get Nick and Mickey.
Mm-hmm. You know what they're going to do is they're trying to compete with all these reality shows. So they're just going to put a bunch of couples together who hate each other, and they're going to we're going to have cat fights instead of wrestling matches.
Well, no, I don't think they go that far. But there is the potential. I've heard that with Hulu that they're still going to do almost instead of like Ms. and Mrs., they're going to do a show with Montez and Bianca.
Oh, that's not bad.
Right.
I don't watch any of them, but okay.
Fair enough.
Can't be any worse than Ms. and Mrs.
We'll ask Ashley. Ashley will fill us in on that. Shout out Ashley.
Right. Shout out Ashley.
But yeah, she'll be the one to let us know on those shows.
Yes. Now, folks, we got Deanna Prazo in the ring right now, face to face with Mickey. It seems.
Silence from House Left.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I got to stop playing with. Anyway.
Stop touching buttons. You're like a kid. Just don't touch the shiny red button.
But yes, no, Mickie James, it looks like Deanna's going to challenge her, so that'll be an interesting matchup. And as we know, that could be Mickey's last appearance in Impact Wrestling. Much to your theory that Aldis and Mickey might be going there. On SmackDown, we have commercial right now, folks. So we are rolling through this night quick time. Already 50-plus minutes into the stream. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday night. And I don't know, Nick, this could be numbered days for Mickey.
I've been saying it. Hate to tell you.
I hate to tell you.
To me, I've got bad news for you of it's going to happen.
That
to me has been, the writing's been on the wall for a while, I feel.
Aldis, Cardona, Rhodes, and Jay White at the Rumble.
New, allegedly. Accusations. I still think some of those are a bit of a reach there and everything. Jake, what up?
What up, Jake?
But well, he was saying, could all this be the fifth member? JV was. He's still under contract right now. So, my man on TV, I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, too funny.
But we're getting a recap of when Joe Hendry won the Digital Media Championship, because now we're going to get Heath Slater and Rhino. Heath and Rhino versus the major players, Matt Cardona,
right?
Who also might be going to WWE,
right?
And Brian Myers,
who might. No, I don't know. I mean,
is he a package deal? Is it a package deal like him, Hornswoggle, and I don't know, maybe Smart Mark, or at least a case of PBR? I'll have to go with Matt Cardona and Chelsea over to WWE.
I don't know. I mean, Heath is the real professional, so we'll see. Anything's possible at this point, Nick, which makes it highly intriguing.
Right.
What's up, KJ and Nick? What is going on, Jake? How you doing? Hey, could Nick Aldis be the fifth member? I said that. That'd be crazy.
I just said how that can't happen because contracts are a thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's too soon.
Right.
Fuck. You're a good point, but I mean, buy them out.
Just buy out everybody.
Right.
And you just become Tony Khan. But so who do you have? Heath and Rhino, or the major players, Brian Myers and Matt Cardona?
I'll go Cardona and Myers.
Oh, well, okay.
But we got some Bray, we got some piano. Tune in, folks. Bray Wyatt is here to make amends.
Right.
We got the creepy door.
We've got a knockout or a Impact Tag Team Championship match.
Bray Wyatt is here. Let's go.
Do we get Bo?
Bo knows.
Bo knows. Bo is the only one who knows. I still feel they need to start tying some of this together. We need to get something. We need to get something to sink our teeth into. We can't keep getting mysteries over here and mysteries over there. It becomes a little too much. You lose your way. Let me in.
I think the opening is creepy
and long.
I think it's long, a little long,
a little takery. Let's move it along. But no, 100%, it gives you that unsettling sense of, especially just the kind of couple piano notes. You don't know if it's Wyndham, if it's Bray, if it's maybe the Fiend, which kind of version we're kind of getting.
We have no idea what's going to happen here, and I mean, it would be interesting. Right. Like, we're heading to Survivor Series. You have one of the biggest stars, one of the biggest comebacks in wrestling history. You think you'd want to get them into Survivor Series, even if it's against LA Knight. We, get there, and maybe then we get our reveal or our whatever.
You imagine, though, I still wouldn't think that it's a bad shout, like you said, of that we get he pops up, or the Wyatt Six, what have you, all of that pops up at the end of War Games, Under the Ring, and all of that, and just, tears through everybody.
Listen, that was my vision for a long time as far as going. Like, the minute we were like, okay, this could be a thing, and we talked about Rumble, and I had some wonky fantasy bookings for Rumble. But, I mean, I think that'd be a really cool visual. But I don't know if I want Bray going anywhere near Roman yet. So I'm kind of torn. But, yeah, if all the lights went out and there was a crew of people with Bray, they were kind of like hanging all over the cage, and everyone, took a minute to kind of take in what was happening, I think it could be real cool.
What if you get the Fiend tearing up to the center of the ring?
Oh, that could work.
Right.
I know a lot of people are anti-Fiend, so that's a tough one, but it could happen. They keep hinting that the Fiend is somehow tied into all this still.
I think it's a circle. I think it's all, what comes around is all around, Ricky. But DeMarcus saying Wyndham's in the building. Damien's taking Rhino and Heath, which, yes, we do still have that match going on.
Yes.
But sorry, Wyndham takes precedent.
Or priority, anyway.
Priority, at least. A-Town Knuckles saying 2 new shirts for Nick. I got some bad news for you, and what really grinds my gears. See, I'm gonna end up with just my whole damn merch line.
You just we're gonna call you trademark.
Oh no, we've had a trademark before. Shout out, Chris. I don't know. I can't steal a man's gimmick.
Oh shit!
No,
my bad.
When it comes to stuff like that, no, absolutely.
My name's Bray Wyatt.
Up to something season never stops. Big things popping, little things stopping. Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt is in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know what you're thinking.
What do we get? Do we get Bo? Do we get more Uncle Howdy?
The hoe?
Pause. Ho for show. Bo.
She was a hoe for show.
Why?
Now remember, they said he makes amends tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for beating
up. Very specific language there. Saying he wants respect. Oh, is he going to make amends with LA Knight?
I don't know, but now he's talking about looking the path he left behind him, so that's intriguing. But I figure that maybe we'll get Bray versus LA Knight at.
Well, Survivor I know we'll get LA Knight at Survivor Series, but I'm saying with he makes amends, does he make amends because he headbutted LA Knight? Is that what is they're going to swerve us?
Maybe, because that was originally my assumption, right?
Right.
It makes me sad, man.
He's saying if I was LA Knight, I know exactly how I'd handle this situation. So see, corner head looks smart.
There you go.
See, wanted to apologize. Where's Punk? You will apologize.
Apologize.
A moment of weakness. So see, it is that inner self-turmoil with Bray.
It's funny, the lights come on and Bray squints a little because he's been in the dark for the last forever.
Oh, you think darkness was your I do kind of like this, though, if this is, I guess, before you get Bray into any sort of a title feud, if you have an upper mid-card or upper talent feud that doesn't need a belt, I'm cool with LA Knight versus Bray.
Why not? And I mean, LA Knight's a good talker. He's a good worker. I'm all for this. I'm a big fan of both of these athletes. So, yeah, I think this is a good booking. It's a little tough on but if LA has a good showing, goes under, fine. I mean, I think it's going to possibly end up with some type of tomfoolery anyway. So,
right. And well, would you want, Max Dupree versus Bray Wyatt instead? No, we got LA Knight. We've got Eli Drake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The anti what? Yeah. But no, he's the king of Kavorka. He's very much just taken this Roxanne promo cadence. Oh, that big fan of LA Knight ever since Christ. WWE snuck his, whole moveset and everything into 2K before they had signed him.
Right. Oh, nobody's ever gotten LA Knight either, apparently.
Yeah, because we thought you were some weird male model.
Welcome back, Landon. Good to see you.
Larry, Landon, A-Town, JV, Damien, everybody, Absolute Zero, and everybody that's too shy to say hi in the comments or that's watching it right now. Absolutely. What up?
Oh,
you done messed up. Last Bray.
Wow, the crowd is like, you fucked up.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Bray is gonna kill you.
All right. But I mean, to be honest, fair is fair. You headbutt the man. He slaps you. We're good. I swear. But yeah, don't do that. The Bray's not the one to fuck with doing that.
Oh, Bray says we're even.
Fair enough. There's something about just even Bray's eyes and everything. It's still fucking terrifying. It's like a fucking shark looking at you.
It is. And I mean, that comes with a level of conviction in what you're doing, right? And I mean, every part of him conveys what he wants you to know about him.
And that's to me. Oh,
going for the handshake, folks.
Is he gonna Sister Abigail him through the ropes?
Yeah, I'm predicting that. And I'll take that in a big way, Nick.
Right, as we've got.
Oh, he took another slap. LA's gonna die. Special.
You done messed up now.
Hey, LA said what I said.
Right.
Oh, look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Oh, we've got Uncle Happy popping up. And you see Bray just, it's literally that like blank 1,000-mile stare that, you know, there's nothing behind there. Just
run, LA.
Where to?
Oh, thanks, Cole.
Well, no shit, Sherlock, with Michael Cole saying, I don't think Bray's very stable. When you have to be stable to be unstable. So
it's true.
Right.
What, Big? What, Nick? What?
I was going to say, speaking about me, about being unstable, you know, talking about me over here. What? I
like LA Knight. Good choice.
Not against Bray, though.
No, he's in trouble.
Yeah, you done messed up now. But we've got Shotzi and Shayna backstage, and we've got still Rhino and Heath versus the major players right now.
Yes, I'm not sure if I saw many predictions come in, folks. We got a tag match going on right now for the titles, and we got the major players up against Rhino and Heath. Get your predictions in. Let us know what you're taking. Who you got in this tag title match?
Well, and now we've got the Motor City Machine Guns coming out just to, you know, have a nice little squat that, you know, take a nice little seat, get a front row view at the entrance ramp. And we had a backstage segment to where Shayna choked out Shotzi while Ronda watched. Awkward pause. But I like that we're finally getting Ronda and Shayna paired up together.
And like this, I think it's
finally did it.
Yeah, no, I think it's absolutely great. I mean, it brings an added element to both these ladies. I mean, neither one of them is a solid promo. Shayna has already established herself as a badass, as a phenomenal wrestler. To me, she's got to be considered in the upper echelon, and she had been overlooked for a long time, probably because you know who was running the show and how his predilections were. But this with Ronda, and I've been a huge Ronda critic for a long time, guys. But this is my favorite Ronda WWE form. Rendition, yes. Iteration.
But I almost feel like instead of the Blackpool Combat Club, I want to call them like the Raccoon Combat Club. Just
the Raccoon
shadow and makeup and everything.
Call them the real Combat
versus Shayna coming up, and we've still got the tag match going on. Right now, we've got Cardona with a big tag to Myers, and now we've got Rhino in. So we've got Myers versus Rhino.
Yeah, get your predictions in for Shotzi Blackheart going up against Shayna Baszler. I happen to agree with Damian, but what do you think?
Oh shit.
It's a tough
shots. I'll take Shayna.
You go Shayna,
I'll take Shayna. Well, because it's interesting because you could get Shotzi's going to have that match with Ronda. So we already know that that's going to happen. So you have to build up Shotzi. But how does she lose, or how does she go over Shayna with Ronda right there at ringside too?
Yeah, interesting, right? Yeah, I think the inclination is that the babyface finds a way to go over, roll up, roll out, or some shit. Or I don't know. I mean, we got time.
Does Ronda distract the ref, and that's what, you know, Shotzi manages to get something because it distracts Shayna, what have you. That's the only thing. It's
right.
As much as I hate to keep going into the kayfabe and all of that, but it's, you know, the numbers game. As we got, he tosses Cardona right out in front of the Motor City Machine Guns. He grabs a chair.
Right. Shayna for the win. Shayna for the win. Baszler for the win. Shayna deserves the win. Shots. Shayna.
Shots. Everybody. But no, see, even the chat's a little torn of it's between Shayna and Shotzi. We've had I think 2 Shotzi is everybody else has been going like with me with Shayna. She kind of needs that win.
Oh.
And speaking of wins,
there you go.
As we were talking, Heath and Rhino pick up the win.
I feel like I got that one. I'm making a comeback.
Yeah, I can't remember who I had in that. No, we both picked. Wait, I don't know. Moving on.
Moving on.
Right. Moving on up to the east side. But yeah, so Heath and Rhino retain with the Impact Tag Team Championships, and it looks like they're setting up them versus Motor City Machine Guns.
Yes.
Because they made sure that the major players didn't cheat or anything like that. I think that's what led to the victory.
Yeah. I guess contractually maybe it wasn't an option, but I know like Sabin and Shelley were kind of on the peripheral of Impact for a while. I mean, you look at some of the people that have been signed by AEW, you would think that we saw them do a spot match, but it's too bad they couldn't get them solidly in the mix.
Well, I was going to say, I'm sure the Bucks are frothing at the bit to have a match between them and Motor City Machine Gun. I mean, if you want the high fly matches, you get United Empire versus Top Flight versus Young Bucks, or maybe you throw Death Triangle in there instead of Top Flight, and you get Motor City Machine Guns. There you go. We can complete the Impact collection that they've already got going on with Jeff Jarrett, fucking Sanjay Dutt, and Jay Lethal.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Making me quiver on the inside.
Things that make you
go. That's funny. But yeah, we are coming out of commercial. Of course, we got Parasite as one of the Survivor Series War Games themes.
And see, it's under the Papa Paul era. We're getting back into Aussies doing the theme for the pay-per-view.
Getting back into the Rock.
Right. Well, it's not, CFO $sign or anything like that. Now we're getting back into Ozzy Osbourne doing the theme. So we're getting very much into that Triple H metal feel. We all know Triple H is that kind of 80s, 90s metalhead. As we've got Bully right now cutting a backstage promo. We've got Kross backstage on SmackDown. So, folks, let me know who you're taking between Shotzi and Shayna, as we've got Kross getting confronted by the Usos. So it looks like, we're setting up in a little bit for that Roman Kross feud, I feel. And on Impact, we've got the vacant X Division Championship match right now. We've got Black Taurus versus Trey Miguel. So let me know who you're taking. And even if you're too lazy, too busy, you got too much going on, just let me know with a B or a T. And then when it comes to SmackDown, you can, I would say with an S, but I guess we'll go again with a B or an S. Pause. What? Kross joins War Games. That's not a bad show. Interesting. If Kross pairs with Drew, who is just feuding with, that's not a bad idea. But let me know, folks, who you're taking for both these matches we got going on right now. I'm taking Trey Miguel. I think that, what do we have going on in the ring right now? Sorry, I got to turn the audio on for Impact. But we've got Shotzi coming out in the tank. But I've got Trey Miguel going over Black Taurus for the vacant Impact X Division Championship. Yes. Oh, so that was Crazy Steve introducing Black Taurus. I saw the black lights and everything got thrown off, thinking that we were going to have a triple threat somehow. But so I've got Shayna and I've got Trey Miguel. Who do you guys got, folks? Black Taurus for the win, says Damien. About Tony Khan trying to sign Nick Aldis, KJ Nick. He can try. I know Nick Aldis has very much come out there and said, well, free agency is the next move for him. But I think, honestly, if it works out that Mickey's out of her contract and he's out of his, they're kind of going to move as a package deal. And I could see them going to AEW. That would be very interesting. But then he's instantly in that title picture. He's 100%. Do you want to see Nick Aldis versus MJF? Because that's who's going to have the AEW World Championship come the end of Full Gear, 100%. Otherwise, I may just stop watching AEW altogether if they completely botch that. But and it's not a bad shout of him going to AEW. I caution everybody signing with WWE or with AEW right now, just because of it still seems such a influx kind of chaotic backstage environment right now. Let's see. So we've got Trey Miguel coming out right now, and a big clothesline from Shotzi onto Shayna. It's Nakamura, the fifth member. No, he's busy hanging out with Hit Row. Mike's taking Trey. Alexander, what's up? On whose side would Kross join? Because oh, right. Well, that's what I was just saying. If they just came off that feud, but the only team that has a vacant slot for a member right now is the team with the Brawling Brutes. Bray in background. Oh, and for what? The Kross segment? I did not see that at all. Yeah. Show me the proof. Show me the facts. Vaughn, what did Vaughn say? Marcus says Shayna and Ronda's the tag team would be the female version of the Road Warriors. 100%. But see, they'd have to give a shit about the women's tag titles, which they don't. As you see with how much they've been hot-shotted already. They oddly enough give more of a damn about the NXT women's tag titles than they do their main roster women's tag titles. But right now we've got Shotzi getting smashed by Shannon. We're about to kick off with Trey Miguel versus Black Taurus. So, folks, if you have not given a prediction for either match that we've got going on right now, 100%, leave it in the comment section, leave it in the chat. But we're kicking off, and we're still only just a little bit past an hour. We've still got the go home, the pre-show, the Full Gear 0 hour, the pre-show for the pre-show, the KFC honey mustard gotta be cold pre-show that they'd always have, or sponsored by Pizza Hut, Mountain Dew, what have you, that WWE always has, with the Friday night Rampage going on, with surprisingly Full Gear, thankfully, on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. Thank you, Tony Khan and the wrestling gods of I can actually, enjoy it and not feel like, oh shit, I have to go to work in a couple hours after this 20 match extravaganza. But anyways, we've got Miguel with a headlock on Taurus, and Shotzi actually right now in control of Shayna. Where does Casey Navarro fit, AEW or WWE? There's rumors Casey Navarro is backstage on Rampage. I think he fits better in AEW. Big ass German suplex for Shayna. I think again, two count from Shayna. I think it's a little bit of the thing that more people in the AEW crowd are going to know who Casey Navarro is. So I think that's going to work better for him to be on that roster. I'm not saying he couldn't do well in WWE, but he's again one of those like a Tasha Steelz that we saw in Impact earlier. They go to NXT versus going right to the main roster. And I know Claudio's come out there and very much kind of started to, be the flag bearer for trying to get him over into AEW. Shots with a big ass clothesline in the corner, as we've got Taurus right now doing the test of strength and all of that with Trey Miguel. David's taking Black Taurus. Oh, Shotzi with a running backdrop. Oh, Trey Miguel. Oh, was going for the springboard arm drag and got caught by Taurus. Alexander, Nick, what type of job do you have? The type that pays me. That's all that matters. What? No. Don't worry about it. I know a guy who knows a guy who. Oh, so like I said, the odds game came into play with Shotzi because, Shayna and Ronda were very much trying to, circumvent the rules. But now we've got Raquel coming out to, I guess, even the odds. So we're going to get back to that tag team of Shotzi and Raquel versus Shayna and Ronda. What? If Hunter's pushing Shotzi over Shayna, he's pushing the wrong woman. Oh, God damn it, KG, you called it. Just the other way around, to where Raquel caused the distraction and Shotzi picks up the 1, 2, 3. But that's the thing, though, Larry, is you can't have Shayna versus Ronda right now. It's be heel versus heel. They're supposed to pair up, but so Shotzi picks up the surprise sneak victory. Goddamn, because of the distraction from Raquel. So it looks like we're setting up for that tag team match, like I talked about, of Raquel and Shotzi versus Shayna and Ronda. And we've got, big boot from Black Taurus. And a face drop and a sling blade onto Trey Miguel. So right now, Taurus very much in control. And so we've got LA Knight getting interviewed backstage right now. Basically, what the hell were you thinking of slapping Bray Wyatt? Oh, don't go. Have you never seen a horror movie? Oh, we've got the mask before him. I was going to say, don't walk backwards through a dark doorway. You're going to get got. Yes, so we had the mask figure, the mask. I think it was almost the same mask that Bray had before. That was behind LA Knight as he was going through the exit door. And then we had that quick little cut to Uncle Howdy. So maybe we're starting to get this weird recruitment of a Wyatt 6. If I know KJ's probably still listening to me and everything, if he still thinks it's going to be a faction, but I think it could just be this big multi-split personality of Bray Wyatt. But we're in a commercial break right now on SmackDown, and we've got Taurus right now with Miguel in the corner. So I will take this time to remind you folks, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We do this for every show out there. We do this for NWA, what? WWE, what? AEW, what? Impact, what? We do it for XPW, what? GCW, what? We do it for every show. Nobody covers professional wrestling like we do. And I will remind you, we're here covering 3 shows tonight. Got everything going on a Friday Night Delight, but we will be back here Saturday for, full gear, the end game, I guess, for AEW, because we've got, the Elite getting Thanos snapped back into the locker room. So it's going to be interesting. We've got Saraya having her first match back versus Britt Baker. We've got, like I said, the Elite coming back versus Death Triangle, coming back for the title that they were stripped of when they were suspended. We've got MJF versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship, which maybe does William Regal turn? What? Accusations. But we'll have to see, folks. So make sure you tune in, like, share, and subscribe for everything we got going on, folks. And we also have a Discord popping up right now that just started, I believe, yesterday, or we went live with that. Link should be in the description as well. Hopefully KJ put that in there. But absolutely, thank you all for being here. Damien, Alexander, Dale, everybody. What? And speak of the devil, and he shall appear, I feel like. But we've got Miguel right now holding us back as so Taurus has very much been in kind of control for this match. Hello, sir.
What's up?
What up?
So yeah, now we got LA Knight disappearing into a dark room. Pardon?
Well, that's why, like I said, have you never watched a horror movie? There's rules to surviving a Bray Wyatt feud. 1, don't paint your face like a pumpkin. 2, don't slap him in the face. 3, don't go anywhere near puppets. 4,
right. Did you notice that we got like the static, the flash, the blink going into the commercial break? We got a little right. So clearly we're not done here.
Well, and like I said, I don't know if that was a new mask. It was that very much similar to that kind of gray mask. It was no, I'm saying not in the flash.
Oh, no, it was,
the mask that was just standing there. The person, I figured somebody was about to just grab him and, just Dexter Lumis him with the Miz. Say, give me my money.
Wait, what's this? Oh, look. And the crowd cheers.
Just everything. Well, remember, he said, I'm going to do some very bad things. And it looks like LA Knight got caught under Homer Simpson trying to build a grill. But just everything is on top of this man. Kegs, cables, chairs. Oh my.
And ladies and gentlemen, we got Imperium coming out. One of my favorite entrances in all of wrestling. One of my favorite factions in all of wrestling. I'm looking forward to the Bloodline, the Usos going up against Imperium at some point. I think it's going to be a hell of a tag team match, guys.
Oh, well, we could get a tease. I feel like we could get a tease of that. I feel like we might have gotten a little bit of a tease, or even like you said, of Kross maybe getting involved. Maybe he's in the War Games match, or we get a Roman versus Kross feud at some point. Now, I've also heard this kind of theory of, as we've got a kick out, I believe, on Overdrive. But what if, because they've announced about doing the King of the Ring again, what if Gunther wins it, and instead of being the King of the Ring, he is the Ring General?
The King of the Ring General.
No, he's just the damn Ring General. They would make him go around and be like, King Booker, I'm King Gunther.
I love this jacket gimmick, by the way. The whole whip off the jacket and Ludwig spins it around.
In propeller.
Ole!
All right. But so we've got Imperium versus the New Day right now.
I do appreciate the New Day's AR, though. I do appreciate the
I appreciate
the mustache is killing me.
Exactly. I still
this is
the Carl Winslow mustache from Xavier.
There's got to be someone coming out to help. Look, they're holding up.
Imagine right now. Oh, Connecticut. Don't you dare be sour.
This mustache. I'm stuck on this mustache. Folks, give me a rating out of 5 on this mustache.
And why is it a 7 out of 5? Because
Braun Strowman.
It's interesting to see even Gunther kind of like,
shit. This might be all right.
Oh yeah.
If Gunther could help Braun have a really solid match, it could be okay.
This will be his 46-star match if we get
right.
Braun and Gunther squaring up. As all hell's broken loose already. We've got the New Day going after the Imperium tag team, and we've got Braun and Gunther squaring up on the entrance ramp.
Larry's still, hoping for KO to be the 5th. So we'll see. I find it interesting that there's all of a sudden an interaction between Karrion and the Bloodline, and maybe it becomes a case of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And also it could be a case of he does join, but ultimately his hatred for Drew costs everybody dearly.
Right. Fair enough. Oh, Kofi got caught.
Kofi got caught.
I like Larry's. God damn it. I like Larry's comment here real quick. A good thing Gunther was wearing black shorts. Yes. Bring me my brown pants. Pause.
Now, see, do you wish we had like big old. We're getting a match. Wait, what? Was that announced?
6-man tag match right now.
6-man tag. Sorry, I was confused because nobody else was around. Everybody was like, where is everybody?
Everybody's outside. You watch. Right. I bet we're going to cut to a commercial break here. Yep. Call that.
You know what's hilarious? I'm going to pause. I went for a sponsored pause for the cause, and you're going to go for the pause, and this Trey Miguel match is still going.
Right, and we still haven't had a goddamn match kick off at SmackDown.
Yeah, what's going on? So now we got some spooky stuff. LA Knight's been taken out. If you guys are just tuning in, LA Knight's in trouble. Nick will be back. I'm KJ White, and we're rolling along on a Friday night. Hit the button. My boy Nick giving me the finger. So big shout out to everyone out there. We are on a commercial break. Trey Miguel and Black Taurus are on the top ropes. And a huge slam by Black Taurus. A press slam coming off the top. Trey Miguel down and out. How are you guys enjoying Impact tonight? Are you excited for Rampage? Are you excited for Full Gear? Are you enjoying SmackDown? That's right, folks. There is a ton of wrestling going on right now. So make sure, subscribe. This is the place you want to be. We got Overdrive on right now. And we have SmackDown. Soon we'll have Rampage on next. Lots to talk about. Thank you for joining us. Keep the chat going, folks. But Black Taurus is in control, but can't get the W yet. Let me click on a chat or two. Nakamura, no. And it's not that I don't like Nakamura, JV. It's the fact that Nakamura is very much he hasn't been booked in a way that you're like, yeah, I really want him involved. Like he could be, and we all know what he could do, but I don't know. I'd rather see someone else take that spot. What if they just leave that spot open till the night of, and we get a surprise then? Not a bad shout. Imperium for the win. I got Imperium as well. So that means Nick has the New Day, which I'm sure he cringes about. Trey with a 2 on a Meteora. Wow. Well, the pace is picking up a little. I admit, not my favorite match of the night, but the boys are going. I have trouble with Black Taurus a little bit. Take the head, like wear the buffalo head to the ring, but then take it off. Right? Come on now. Sorry, I just skipped that comment, folks. But Imperium win by DQ. Now I think they cheat to win. New Day and Braun for the win. Dale. What do you think about the idea of a Braun Strowman Gunther program? What do you think if those guys lock up? How are you feeling about that matchup? Do you think it could turn into something? It's not bad. I mean, 2 big men. Does it make you miss like the bigger, thicker Gunther? That sounds pause, maybe. But yeah, did you almost get that comparable in size if we had the big old Gunther back? Trey Miguel. Ooh. Nope. Getting run into the ring post. Are you watching Impact tonight? Are you watching SmackDown? Are you watching both? Let me know. Let me know. I like Imperium, but not going against Braun so quickly. There you go. Larry agrees. So not with me. There you go. I have Braun Strowman winning the World Cup. Strowman for the that makes sense. Now that you tie it into this. Not bad, not bad. Isn't Rick Boog still injured? I don't know if he's still injured. It's been a while, but he had a serious injury. Of course, I mean, I don't know if everyone out there saw it, but when big kick by Ludwig. European perfection, says Wade Barrett. There we go. Sorry. Action happening everywhere, folks. Trey Miguel gets the 1, 2, 3 to retain. Or no, to claim the vacant X Division title. Action on both sides of the screen tonight, folks. Xavier Woods and his mustache. I didn't see any ratings out of 5, folks. Where are my ratings out of 5 on Xavier Woods's wonderful mustache? Is it for Movember? KJ, do you like the NBA? I do. I like all sports. I'm a sports fan. Gunther, would have to carry Braun through the match. Yeah, but I think it's an opportunity to stop Braun from doing some of the other goofy stuff that he does often. Yeah, I mean, if Gunther could kind of educate him and take the lead, I think that's the best opportunity there. Careful for listen, man. I'm a walking Freudian slip, unfortunately. Oh shit. Gunther chops Braun. Braun no sells it. Yes, Kross and the Bloodline segment was in the background. Oh, wait, I don't like Gunther running away. Oh, there goes Ludwig. No, there goes Ludwig. Oh, scoop. Oh, nice. Look at the big men go. Gunther with a full sprint around the ring, slides in. Wow. There you go. Big spine buster. This could be good. A Gunther, so Braun Strowman wins the World Cup, which now I'm kind of going, okay. You build him up as a bit of a badass. We already know he's a gigantic man. We know who he is. But he's taken someone like Gunther to the limit. Gunther with the kick to the back of the leg. Back to Boogs real quick. That quad injury was horrible. Oh, Kofi now legal. Hot tag. I love X Division. They are amazing. Yeah, Damien, they generally perform really well and deliver and deliver and deliver in the X division. It's exciting. The pseudo kind of cruiserweight division with some exceptions. But yeah, no, it's been outstanding. I like Trey Miguel as X Division champion as well. Oh, wait. Oh, man, I got another one wrong. Son of a bitch. New Day and Strowman with the W. And we're about to get Jordan Grace, Masha Slamovich. You ready for that one? Get your predictions in. Don't miss out. And if you had the New Day and Braun Strowman on your bingo card tonight, you are going to pick up the W and put another one in the books. I think I'm like 2-5, 2-4. It's not going well for your boy tonight. And that's twice. I just handed that one to Nick again. Forced him to take the other team, and he gets a W. All right. Right on. Hassan, how are you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Neither do I. I don't have cable. I've been watching SmackDown from when Bray Wyatt returned. I have to finish it later. Alexander, catch up, watch it, and then we'll keep you up to date, and we'll give you that alternative commentary that you all need in your life, where you get the real fans' perspective on what's going on. Nobody in the pay books of anyone else. Nobody reporting stuff or saying things just because they, have a relationship with the people making the wrestling. We're Channel 4 fans by fans, and we give you guys a chance to light up this chat and be a part of sharing your opinion, letting the wrestling world know what you think. And it's been fun bringing you all these streams. We're about to hit 175,000 views. So rolling along, and we're getting closer by the day to 1K, folks. So let all your friends know. Drop this link anywhere you can. Get us to 1K. We truly appreciate it. We feel blessed that you guys are here and out with us. Now we got Braun Strowman in the back, and I got Slamovich coming to the ring. Get your predictions in on this one. Ricochet and Braun having a conversation because they're going to compete. I think it's going to be a good match, but now the chat has me thinking that Braun Strowman might be the suitable pick for this. I think they'll have a good match. I didn't mind. Did you guys see, as far as Gunther and Braun mixing it up, it looked good. It was solid, back and forth. The Brawling Brutes on the way out. Pete Dunne taking on. Oh, there's Drew again. Pete Dunne taking on Sami. And, of course, the Brawling Brutes with Drew McIntyre coming out to the ring. And I do believe the title match is a street fight or no DQ. It's one of the above. It's a stipulation match, folks. So now I need predictions from you guys. Get them in the chat. Let us know. I appreciate Mike. Mike gave me a rating out of 5 on the mustache. At least we got one, folks. But yes, let us know. Are you going to take Pete Dunne, Butch? Or are we going to take Sami Zayn? I'm going listen, I got to go Canadian. Sorry, Nick, but I got to go Canadian. So I get the Uzi by geographical bias. And you're not here. I got a Maple Leaf on my shirt. All of the above. But that being said, folks, we also have Jordan Grace and Masha. I think Masha's taking this one. I'm going Slamovich. Well, I'm a big Raptors fan. I mean, we got to go through that, our big win with Kawhi, that 1 year glory. And it was fun being down like a part of the parade and all the celebrations. I still have videos of driving around with fireworks going off everywhere. But I mean, that would be my diehard team. Growing up, I was a Seattle Supersonics fan. I loved Damon Kim. But that's where we're going with that. Is it weird that both Strowman and Bray both have nose rings? Is that like the part of the Wyatt 6? That's the circle they're all talking about. Stays in the circle, and everybody. If Alexa shows up next week with a loop in her nose, we know something's up, folks. Or Liv. Has anyone seen Liv's face lately? The chop only angered Braun. I mean, that's good. I mean, no sell it. And again, Gunther's been such a beast, such a dominant force. To make it compelling like that, I mean, you don't want to see Gunther go over, but you understand that Braun could push his limits. And I like that it wasn't slow and sloppy, Braun versus Omos. They ran around the ring. There was a good pace. Slide in it. Get them up on your shoulder. Slide out. Go for the power bomb. Flip out. Give them a kick. Like, it was excellent stuff. So I'm intrigued. And I mean, if this sets up Braun Strowman to win the World Cup, maybe. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if an American candidate or participant took the W. But at the same time, he might be the front runner now. I really do like that idea based on what we've seen here tonight. And, of course, the New Day pick up a W after coming out on the losing end last week. And, of course, with that loss, their record gets broken by the Usos. And, folks, while we're waiting in a commercial, I do want to let you know that Jordan Grace is in control on the outside right now, kicking the leg of Samovich. 3 out of 5. Thank you, Damian. It's an interesting look, the ponytail and the mustache. Gunther's afraid of Braun. Kind of looked that way, but some would argue that he was just being strategic. But, I mean, a clear heel. Braun's got that babyface feel, especially being partnered up with the New Day. Oh, vertical. Jordan holding outside the ring. Misha in the air. And down on the outside. Ladies are not messing around tonight, folks. Like I said, if you haven't got a prediction in, let me know. Hello, Courtney. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Dro, I don't know what he said. Dro, he on his way. What was the question? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, did I say the wrestler? That's hilarious. See how screwed up my brain is? I literally said the wrestler. That makes me laugh. Thank you for catching that, though. Funny as shit. Got Sami for the win. It's the last woman standing match, and the only one way to win is the opponent not answer the 10 count. There we go. Thank you. I knew it was a stipulation match of some kind, folks. I'm 50-50 between Butch, Book, and Sami. Big Nick, what do you think? Not you, Siri.
I was going to say something just got loud there, but I guess I'm about to get loud here because I think Sami wins, and I think hit the button then. But I think Sami wins, and I think Sami honestly wins the whole damn thing. If I'm being completely honest, because I think that's how you get.
In an attempt to turn off Siri, I turned myself off completely.
Sounds like a bad Friday night of turning yourself off.
That sounds like a you issue, Dave.
Right. But no, so I was saying, I think Sami wins the whole thing. That's how you get into that whole Gunther versus Roman feud, that Imperium versus Bloodline. And who did you take for Slamovich versus Jordan Grace? Because I was about to come on and correct you that it's the last woman standing match.
Yes, I wasn't certain, and I didn't feel like looking it up. Sorry, folks.
Fair enough. No, who did you take?
Yes, last woman standing. So I took Slam.
Oh, hallelujah. I'm taking Jordan Grace, 100%.
You're going Jordy? All right.
Oh, absolutely. I've been a big fan of her. And now to see her kind of get this real dominant reign and everything, and her establish herself as one of the top females in professional wrestling, 100%.
Yeah, no, she's excellent. I just feel like Misha's been hot as hell.
Again, personal feelings, sir. Again, personal feelings.
I don't even mean it like that. I mean, she's been on a scorcher. Either way, probably true.
Right.
I got Sami Zayn. Oh, by the way, did you catch my shout on this one? That I by default get the Canadian.
Oh, you son of a bitch, you. No, we agreed on Mickey. I'm taking Sami. I just said I'd take him to win the whole thing.
All right, we can agree.
Even though I have the Brawling Brutes hat, what have you.
I can't bet against the good old Canadian, bud. So we can agree on this one.
Right.
Right.
Well, I was going to say we disagree on the women's match, but we've got match kicking off right now on SmackDown. We've got Masha with some stomps and a backdrop onto Jordan.
And we got Sami getting his arm bent by Pete Dunne. If you haven't got your shouts in, get them in, get them in, get them in, get them in. What? Send your Nick picks into us.
Send Nick picks responsibly, folks.
Oh, shit. 2 count already on a roll-up. My heart stopped there for a second. Ooh. What did you think of the Braun Gunther interaction? Like how it came out, how it looked?
From what I saw of it, I mean, I really didn't catch a ton of it because I was on your nice little sponsor pause for the cause and everything like that. But what I saw of it, it's interesting to see that Gunther's, a little timid, a little shaky around Braun.
Right.
You don't ever see that, and it is nice to 2 count from Sami, but it is nice to see finally somebody that's of Gunther's size that could go really toe to toe.
Yeah, completely agree with that. And I mean, I was surprised with it wasn't big and clunky and not a lot of big overhand fists. He no-sells the chop. I don't know if, Gunther should be running away from anybody, but I mean, it was that slide in setup spot, right? So it worked. I mean, they moved big spine buster. I liked it, man. It showed potential.
On a side note, how do you feel that they show around like the whole arena or the whole barricade and the ring with the LEDs? They show the Canadian flag and the UK flag, the British flag. So they show the flags of each competitor. Like when it was Ricochet and Ali, they showed the Saudi Arabia Pakistani flag.
Yes,
and the USA flag.
No, absolutely, and I mean it's. I like it in the sense of I believe if you're going to do something and it's supposed to stand out, make it stand out. So right now, if you tuned into wrestling, you're like, what's going on? It catches you, right? Like this isn't what it's supposed to look like.
Well, I think that's even a bit of why everything's called the World Cup. But we've got now Jordan just laying in some heavy ass elbows into Masha in the corner there, and a dragon screw. And we've already got a pile of chairs as Jordan's setting one up right now.
Jeff Hardy is my favorite wrestler of all time, and in my opinion, he hasn't had a good run since he left. 10, 24, 2012, and 2016 were some of his best runs.
Do you want to touch this with a 10-foot pole, or do you want me to just go on it?
Swing. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say the same thing you are.
Right. I think Jeff Hardy's personal demons have been the biggest thing that he's had to deal with, and I respect what the man's had to go through with and all of that. But at the same time, sometimes he kind of just needs someone to help him from himself. I honestly, as a Jeff Hardy fan of even a big kid and all of that, grew up doing the swanton on a trampoline and everything like that. I never want to see Jeff Hardy in a professional wrestling ring ever again, or at least having a match.
Yeah, I mean, I never like to say never ever, right? Like you never know what the future holds. However, if the environment seems to cause a lot of the wow, Jordan Grace just pancake Slamovich through a chair.
Right on the top of both chairs and everything, very much like that Malika or the Aleister Black Adam Cole spot and everything, to where he took that shot on the ribs just on the top of both chairs because she just got power bombed and both chairs just folded.
So we're at a 6 count. 7. This won't be it. She's up. She's
getting to her feet using the chair.
We got
you were saying with never say never about Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, in the sense of there's always room for forgiveness and such. It's not even a case of not forgiving whatever, and it's not our place to forgive as fans. He's his own person, and he has to go his own path. But nonetheless, now that I'm rambling, it really, he's got to step away in the sense he can't be around that environment. He can't clearly being in wrestling every night and taking those bumps and being around the boys. It's not good. He's got to be in a situation where the temptation isn't there until it's so far embedded in him that you hope that there's never another relapse, and then maybe then he can come back in some capacity.
Right. I don't mean to get on my soapbox here during this woman's last man standing match, but I guess I kind of will because the topic's presented itself. But so I get Jeff Hardy was the hero for a lot of generation, I would say, of wrestling fans. And I feel like when he goes out there, he still has to live up to that expectation.
Yeah.
And do that for this generation. And he ends up
shit.
himself.
Shit. Sorry, Nick. Sorry. Wow.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, god damn.
We get
Jordan
another chair.
He's grabbing right at her ribs. Or Pack, actually.
I believe that was a Death Valley driver she hit. I just got the tail end of it.
Right, but so
Sasha
hits a Death Valley driver onto a chair in the corner on Jordan, as we've got now Sami with a roll up after a distraction from, I believe, Jey Uso. Big enziguri. But to my point, Jeff always has to still, I feel,
go Thunderbomb! Those! Jey lands the kick to the back of the head from the outside, and the boys are about to go. There we go. They're brawling, and they're brutal.
Pause. All hell has broken loose. So we've got the Brawling Brutes in the bloodline. All the Usos. Everybody's not feeling quite so oozy right now.
Jacob Fatu.
Could you imagine? Jonah shows up right now.
Right. I know the casual fan might be like, who? And have to just play along. But for the smart marks of the world, it'd be a big pop.
Well, can I say this respectfully? I feel like if you just caught one look of Jacob Fatu and saw him coming out,
yeah, you kind of
casual fan, you'd be like, that makes sense. That makes sense.
2 and 2.
Right.
I'm 50-50 between Butch and Sami. I think I clicked that one already. Ronnie, what? Feeling oozy is what he said. There you go.
Right.
This one's for you.
You're giving me all Rocco's ones. Is that some sort of
yeah? I mean, you guys speak the same language,
right? Thanks. One of Sami wins versus Butch and beats Santos going into the finals due to him costing Bloodline at Survivor Series. His punishment is to give up his final spot to Solo. That's not a bad shout, Rocco. I think that I do think this spot, if he gets it, bitter end.
Oh shit!
1, 2, 3. God damn. I should have gone with what I would have been forced to take. As Solo now, though, is laying waste to Pete Dunne with a big ass rock bottom. And god damn. Masha just gets
Canada is out of the tournament
on the other screen.
Blasphemy.
On all of the days on Canada Day.
Wait, what?
I don't know. What? Every day seems like Canada Day. But no, all hell's breaking loose. God damn it, my pick to win it all.
The head is here.
Pause. Big ass pause on that. No pun intended. But so we are getting Roman coming out right now, the head of the table. Do we get someone else? Still they replayed that shot of Masha just getting I think it's the Pittsburgh plunge.
Shit.
Onto the trash can. And Roman's still just taking a sweet ass time coming down. We're not running out here. Paul's still got the belt.
Like the boss villain in a movie of just like shows up, tears ass, and leaves.
Oh, absolutely. It goes back to his shirt and everything of wreck everybody and leave. He's already hit a Superman punch and a spear, and now we're getting him and Drew squaring up.
Somebody come from behind.
Okay. Could you imagine this is where KO comes out right now? Huh?
Right.
Jordan with a big ass slap.
Not what I thought.
I didn't think that.
Roman's down.
Big ass spear.
Down. I mean,
Roman hits a spear on Drew after he tosses Solo. I thought Solo was going to take him. Canadian Destroyer by Slamovich onto Jordan Grace.
Jesus. Action.
You may have not won by the actual Canadian, but you might win with a Canadian move.
Fair enough. Consolation for us Canadians.
Right. But see, we're setting up to Shamus versus Roman because we've got those two right now eyeing up and squaring up. We're going to get Drew versus Solo. The Usos versus Ridge and Butch, Shamus and Roman, and then we're going to get Sami versus whoever number 5 is.
Oh, Superman punch with a bit of an open hand. That was interesting. Looked slightly unintentional. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, yes! I got to leave the screen. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, right. Of course, KJ's doppelganger KO is coming out right now.
Yes! Let's go!
Do we get KO versus Roman again?
Maybe. Why not? I would. I mean, I love KO. Let's go. I think you got.
Well, you are KO, so let's go.
You know what? I was so disappointed. Not so much. I know everybody talks about the botched ending to the last man standing match. Was it a couple weeks later? You get into Elimination Chamber. KO's in it, and you still have hope as a KO fan that he's not done. And as it turns out, and his knee seems fine, just for the record.
Oh, yeah. He just hit a super kick on, I believe, Jay.
I want somebody.
Them rolling around with figure fours on Overdrive. But go ahead.
Let's go. I want a fact checker to go out there right now. And I know my fact checkers are solid. I'm curious. Everyone's giving us a holy shit. Let's go.
Right. That's the thing. Is literally, I just thought, I was like, wait, I'm checking the volume. And then they literally had to censor out the whole crowd just going, holy shit. And yeah, because KO's just stomping away. So that knee seems completely fine. Dave.
Look. I want to know if
the face off. Yes. KO and Sami going eye to eye.
I want to know if Meltzer was the source on the KO story today.
Chris Jericho was the source through the Canadian, telephone game.
Right. Oh, fuck.
Roman with the Superman punch on KO.
Canada going 0-2 tonight.
But see, you notice how they didn't go right at each other. We're setting up for that
shit.
Moment,
shit.
Stunner! Stunner! KO stuns Roman Reigns. So that's what we're going to be getting. We're going to be getting KO versus Roman. Yes, please. Thank you. And twice on Sunday.
Now, can KO turn Sami? Can Sami be the weak link in the bloodline? And the question becomes, Nick, who's the 5th Samoan? Or do we got 5 with Roman in there?
We got 5. We got 5 with Roman.
Now, there was some talk that Roman wouldn't be involved, but clearly he is in this hook, line, and sinker.
Right. But as Masha hits Dude Buster on the entrance ramp.
Into the show.
JV says how they worked the whole IWC. Absolutely, 100%.
All right, folks, that is the end of SmackDown. Sorry, Nick, but we are rolling into our coverage of Rampage, the full gear live edition of Rampage. We are still watching Impact, Overdrive. We still got action going. We have it everywhere. We're going to do a quick changeover on the fly. Don't go anywhere. Better yet, tell everyone you know while we do this little switch to come watch. Join us. Be a part of the fun. And more wrestling to come, Nick. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are ready to go, and we are back at it, still rolling. Remember, if you just watched SmackDown, get your ratings out of 10 into the chat. Let us know what you thought of SmackDown. As a reminder, if you're just tuning in, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. Nick wants to pop, but I am KJ White. That is Big Nick. What is on your mind, sir? What is
No,
that?
I was just talking about how I would still just keep peeking in at this Jordan Grace Masha Slamovich match, and right now we've just had Jordan going getting thrown in a turnbuckle. As right now, I'm still got Elf wrapping up before we get Rampage. Apparently,
Elf I love that movie.
Shout out Will Ferrell, I guess.
But so
what's your rating for SmackDown? Because that was a hell of a way to end it. I think JV said it. They kind of worked us all. We all thought there's no way KO is going to be able to go.
Well, it's again because some fucking dirt sheet writer puts it out there the day of. It's almost intentional. It's almost like they heard the opposite. Like they were fucking. Somebody said, "Hey, did you hear that fucking KO's coming back tonight?" And they were like, "You know what? We're going to put out the opposite on purpose." That's what it seems like. I mean, it blows my mind.
They leaked it from as both women just went through a door that they had set up on 2 trash cans.
Wow, we got doors on Impact. Here we go.
Right, but the KO thing was coming off of a house show to where I guess he was limping away from the ring, what have you. Right. And they instantly went to what the injury was, the recovery time, all of that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if the man's hurt, props to him because the man was dealing out super kicks and stunners left and right. So
yeah, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty good overall. So I'm not overly concerned about it, Nick. And I mean, realistically, yeah, I mean, people were talking about a switch up. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
Absolutely. And you now go, well, you said Canada goes 0-2, but you did a little bit because Jordan Grace picks up the win. She retains as Knockouts Women's Champion.
There you go, folks. There you go. So thank you for being here on this Friday night. We have just switched over to Rampage, the Full Gear pre-show edition.
Right.
And we are, like Nick just said, Jordan Grace picks up the W, and we're riding through right till the wrestling is done tonight. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow for Full Gear, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Going to be a fun night. Anyone who's been here for a Saturday night knows it's just on a different level. A whole lot of fun on a Saturday night here at the Wrestling for Life Network. Myself, Big Nick, will roll you guys through. You never know who else is going to pop in. And then Sunday, we might have a little trick up our sleeves, depending on how we're feeling. I mean, I did kind of make some of the graphics already, but no.
Season never stops, folks.
But yes, get your ratings out of 10 in on SmackDown, and let us know how you're feeling about Rampage. Let us know if you're watching Impact. Sorry, Nick, I'm on a ramble here.
No, you're good. On a ramble, a riddle. What? No, I'm getting an ad right now for Throwdown 3 from Impact as we're getting Lance Archer right now just decimating Ricky Starks. Now, it's interesting because there was the injury, allegedly accusations. Ricky Starks, to where that's why they had to move this match initially to Rampage, and then now they've had to move that final from the tournament off of Grand Slam.
Yeah, no, they
Full Gear. Shit,
sorry. Full Gear. I was gonna say, but sorry, my stream. I just gotta fast forward. Yeah, no, I thought overall a really good, solid SmackDown tonight. It was entertaining. Some talkable points. I mean, the Bray Wyatt at LA Knight. At least that's heading somewhere. And you know what? You know, LA Knight coming out, showing a chip on his shoulder, being a bit of a badass. And I mean, the fact that the ending of SmackDown was great. I mean, Roman, Drew, and the KO pop work. The holy shit chant from the crowd speaks volumes. And Jordan Grace had a big win tonight. So I'm wrong again, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, and
you
asked earlier, and I guess this is a callback to people who've been watching, since we kicked off tonight and everything. You were asking if there was going to be anything newsworthy that came out of SmackDown because of Full Gear coming up tomorrow and everything.
True.
And I think with the KO return, you got your moment. You got that KO staring down Sami. A little bit you had it with the Bray thing, but you definitely had it with KO coming back despite being injured, what have you. And
right.
Potentially KO versus Roman. That's your big takeaway from there. I'm going to give SmackDown an 8.5.
8.5. Oh, I hate to be agreeable, but I mean, that's not a bad show. And I mean, 8.5. I mean, if I'm being greedy because I'm a Bray fan, I'm a LA Knight fan, I'm a Sami fan, a KO, to have the stare down between Sami and KO was pretty cool. Yeah, you know what? I'll match your 8.5 tonight, Nick. And I mean, Damian said 9. I could easily give it a bit of a Friday night rub and make it a 9.
I debated going there and everything because it was really good. It was a good way to end it. I feel like throughout some of the build through SmackDown wasn't the best to give it a full 9, but we've got still Archer and Ricky Starks right now just fighting all the way from the backstage area to the front row.
Yeah, they ain't stopping.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said they ain't stopping. Sorry.
Oh no, I think it was might have been Larry saying that Archer's stopping a mud hole through Starks and walking it dry.
Oh, I thought he was talking about KO.
No, I mean maybe could be what.
What's up, John?
Absolutely, but so are they writing Starks off here for a while? Does
I hope
Archer
not.
move on?
Man, I like you said the other day, I feel like everyone I'm a big fan of this guy, and then it just goes to shit. Like I almost have to root against people to get them more airtime on Tony's TV.
Yeah, you have to boo them, and then somehow Tony will think, no, I have to put them on more to get them more over. Right. But we're setting up for the main event on Overdrive of Frankie Kazarian versus Josh Alexander for the Impact World title.
Yes. Now, who do you got? I mean, again, I got to go Canadian.
Well, I feel like this is a slam dunk. I would be amazed if Kazarian leaves Impact World Champion.
Yeah, I think to me it would be a huge upset. I think it's going to be a hell of a match, a nice feather in a very solid wrestling career that Kazarian's had. I just don't think it's he's the guy to take away that belt from one Josh Alexander.
No, not at all.
And Canadian bias aside, he's one of the absolute best wrestlers in all of wrestling.
Right, 100%. Well, that's why there was that bidding war for him between WWE and AEW. But I did like that they gave kind of a whole like history career recap video package for both guys, and especially with Kazarian, especially with his history with Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and for newer fans, it's a nice little touch to say, hey, like, just in case you're wondering why you're watching these guys, there is a history here. There is a lineage, and they've earned their spot to be on any of these shows, and against each other is going to be outstanding.
Right. So, folks, let us know who you're taking, whether it be Frankie Kazarian or Josh Alexander, or who you're taking with Lance Archer and Ricky Starks. I think we've officially got a match underway. I don't know if I ever really heard a bell ring. It might have while we're in picture, but we've got a ref. So we've got the final first round match of the title eliminator tournament for Full Gear. That was supposed to be a Full Gear. That isn't a Full Gear.
Huh?
Well, oh, trust me. I had to say just about as much as Excalibur just said there, and it's like trying to read out the goddamn dictionary.
I promise I'm going to pull Rampage up anytime now.
No, you're good. I got it right now. And you still have Impact going on right now because we've got Josh Alexander and Frankie in the ring right now.
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. Josh Alexander. Well, I gotta go tap somebody out in the ring, but I'll be back. All right. Good luck.
Where are you interfering? AEW, Impact, what?
Yeah.
Put down the controller. You can still watch us.
Ding, ding, ding. Now, get your predictions in, folks. We got Frankie Kazarian. We have Josh Alexander one-on-one for the world title here on Overdrive. And we also have some Rampage going on. Is it Lance Archer and Starks are still beating each other up?
Oh, yes. And Starks still very much wearing, I guess, shout out the New Jersey Devils jersey because they are in New Jersey, I guess. But, yeah, this is, like I said, this is very interesting because it just kind of randomly started it's a hot way to start off, I guess. And if you're anticipating people are going to be clicking over, if you start off with them just fighting backstage, and now that's what turns into the match. It's very attitude era, very little bit. I hate to say it because this isn't bad, but WCW of that hot start of instantly when somebody's flipping through the channels at the top of the hour, they see somebody's fighting backstage. Oh shit, I got to tune in and watch this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, in some cases, I would completely agree with that. But again, you're starting off with energy. You have an hour show. Get in, get out, lay in a strong performance, and don't hang around too long.
Tornado DDT by Starks. 1, 2, 2 count.
Oh, good. Me and you are like on par.
Cool.
Slightly behind you, but we're even on overdrive, so that's good.
At least you got it.
At least you got it. Got it where you can get it. 4 out of 10 from Chris, and I know why. Why, man? No.
Because there's no Bailey. Because there's no Bailey. Because there's no Bailey. No. No, Chris, you can't rate every show because you've sat there and given shows that didn't have anyone.
Yeah, wait a minute.
No Bailey, no Sasha, no Damage Control, no nothing. And you'd be like 10 out of 10.
Right. I'm curious why Jack said no way to a 9 rating. Like, did Jack give a rating?
Not sure.
I thought that was good too. That's another part of my rating.
Oh, spear by Starks for the 3 count. Snuck it. So we've got Starks moving on.
Oh, shit. Big W, Nick.
Absolutely. Well, we've talked about that there's got to be, some bit of build, and there's going to be potential with Ricky Starks, 100%. Oh, and so we're going to get Starks versus Cage. So the
old friend.
We're going to see Archer take him out, though.
Oh, boo.
Boo earns.
Boo earns.
But so, yeah, we've got Ethan Page versus Bandito. No, did that just happen?
Ethan Page
won over Bandito.
Yes.
So then we've still got Starks versus Brian Cage, and the winner faces Ethan Page, who I think is going to win this whole thing because they're setting up the Firm versus MJF.
I don't know if I like it. But I agree with you.
Archer with a chokeslam onto the steps as we're still waiting for Josh and Kazarian to kick off. And now we've got a single leg takedown.
Dun, dun, dun. Smackdown tonight, 7.5. Okay, I reiterated that.
Right.
So wondering how Whoopa's over in nice pin Starks. So big W for Starks. I'm happy about that.
Absolutely. And now they're hyping up the Moxley versus MJF match for tomorrow, which we will be here live, folks. So absolutely be a friend, tell a friend, let everybody know that likes professional wrestling, that just wants to hang out, wants something to do on a Saturday night. Give us 30 seconds with them. I'll make them a fan.
Absolutely.
But this to me is the match of the show, the match of the card, 100%. There's nothing else that really gets you that invested besides this match.
Yeah.
Was there anyone out there cheering though for Moxley in that match? I
think there's quite a bit of Moxley fans out there that are hoping that he foils the plan.
But then what do you do with MJF?
I don't know. I think it would be terrible. I honestly feel you're in a no-win situation with MJF right now, as far as you gotta put him over or you're kind of fucked. Because what do you do with him unless somebody from his past comes out and kicks him in the head, and now we're in some type, like, you pull him away? But I don't know. I mean, I think it's his time.
Right.
They're already cooled him off. They've already cooled him off, Nick.
Oh, absolutely. And they have to do something of some sort of a heel turn with him, what have you, because already this whole babyface run just hasn't worked. It's got to be Regal turns or something. There has to be something going on there.
Yeah, I want MJF to go back to being the guy that was like screaming at the camera, "Fuck you, you mark." Like, and I don't expect him to come out and scream and yell in that, verbiage every week, but come out with that heat, that passion, telling all the fans where to go and keep that, real chip on his shoulder. And the whole time since he's returned, he should be talking about, Tony didn't even want me here. He needs me here. I'm winning this in spite of him. Screw Tony. Forget Tony. I hate Tony. And then when he wins it, he gets to smash it. And what do you got to say now, Tony? I hope break out that checkbook, Tony. I'll take this belt to the WWE, Tony. That's what should have happened.
Well, I think that this whole feud was built before it to be MJF versus CM Punk, because instead now he's come out and actually praised Tony Khan and everything. And I have to just technically take a quick pause here real quick, sir.
All right. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. All right, I'm going to pull Nick away, folks, and Nick's going to fix his system up. Oh, there we go. But we are rolling along. We are having a fun Friday night, but Saturday night's going to be just as good, if not better. And right now, if you haven't made your predictions, I don't think I've seen too many. Josh Alexander, Frankie Kazarian for the titles. Who you taking? Yeah, I mean, right now it's pretty much a stalemate. I'm taking Josh. I'm pretty sure Nick took Josh as well. But anybody think out there that Frankie's got a shot? Let me know. Network, do Roman versus KO? Yeah, why not? I feel like KO kind of got jobbed out last time they had a little rivalry. I mean, if KO maybe goes after Roman and it forces Sami to make a decision. His new family or his old family. Make a choice. Your old best friend, your new best friend. Why is Daddy Magic head perfectly square? Pause. I have no idea, man. Coke and Diet Coke. Like Roman versus who at the Royal Rumble? KO? Maybe. Originally, I think it was Nick that speculated it could be Shamus. They were heading towards a Shamus feud. Right now, it kind of seems like it might line up that way, depending on how we come out of it. But yeah, I could see it being someone like Shamus, KO, and to me, a formality before WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to Rampage. I'm looking forward to Eddie Kingston. Yeah, a lot of people are buzzing about Eddie Kingston's match, of course. I guess that's going to be the main event. We'll see how that goes. But I'm lukewarm. I'm kind of tired of watching some of the, I don't know. I just think you could book it better. I'm kind of over the nostalgia of like, oh, another, New Japan guy. Like, yeah, I get it. But the matches tend to be slow and like they pay homage very nicely. But we've done it a lot. And maybe I'm just being critical, but we've done it a lot. San Antonio, Texas. What about it? Yeehaw. Oh, right now, sorry, folks. I completely forgot. I got Jericho and Sami doing a backstage with Tony and Kazarian in control of Josh Alexander. Where are those predictions? And if you didn't give a rating yet on SmackDown, what did you think of SmackDown out of 10? Let me know tonight, folks. And Sami shaking his head. Interesting. Are they really going to create another rift between Jericho and Sami? Is that a possibility? Is that something that could happen? Some people speculated that Sami could win the Fatal 4-Way. I don't like it. I don't think Jericho's going to lose. I think he's going to lose on December 10th. Boop. Oh, right now I got Lee Moriarty coming out. We got him. Are we doing FTW tonight? Ring of Honor? Which one are we fighting for tonight? SmackDown for me was a 9. I already clicked on that one. Nobody has a prediction.
There, I do apologize, sir, but I guess that still lays proof to the conspiracy out there that Tony Khan does not want me to watch his product. The man came in here and sabotaged my internet. Didn't want me to watch Eddie Kingston, in the main event of Rampage.
Right. Here comes Hook.
Yeah, who do you... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to take Hook. I mean, I think
how can you not?
Right. It would be silly if it wasn't. And another guy that I feel like they cooled off, Nick. Well, Nick, how are you doing today? Nick, blink if you can hear me.
I'm back now. Am I good?
Now he's going in slow motion.
Am I good?
Yes, I think so. Maybe.
Can you hear me now?
We're getting a little Johnny Mnemonic over here.
Do I need to pause again?
Wait it out for a second. I'll let you know.
Okay. I'll be quiet. It'll be hard.
Hook for the win, right? Hook for the win. Who do you think Hook, obviously, right?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
All right. Bum, bum, bum. Now, who did you and you took Josh as well in the main event. The main event's been good. Action-packed, two big men really throwing some weight around. It's been good, Nick.
Yes. Am I good now? Speaking of being good, am I good now?
I think you paused there for a second again.
Oh, for the love of Christ, I've got the curse of CJ now. I said bad things about Tony Khan, and now he's out to get me.
Oh, Spectrum in me.
I don't even have Spectrum. That's the thing. I just inherited the curse. Okay, am I good? Can you hear me? Everything?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good. It's every once in a while you pause, but I think we're getting better.
Okay, but so Kazarian with a springboard leg drop, as we've got. See, this is more where Lee Moriarty should be instead of challenging Jon Moxley for the
absolutely
AEW championship.
Right, I agree. But anyone else wonder? You got all this talent in AEW, and like this guy gets 2 title shots in a week.
Well, it's still interesting. Again, Tony Khan's talked about that whole issue of I can't fit everybody on my TV shows, what have you. Yet, like you said, of Lee Moriarty gets 2 title shots in a week and all of that. Well, it's because you just keep using the same guys, Tony. It's not because you can't find spots for them to be on. It's how many times does Chris Jericho have to be on TV for you start to get the hint of in every segment?
Sorry, Nick. Belly to belly into the turnbuckle. Josh Alexander car wrecks into the turnbuckles, Nick.
As I've got Hook laying in a submission on Lee Moriarty.
That was about 4 minutes.
What? Oh, Hook going 4 minutes, KJ Nick. That's my prediction. You have it over or under. Ooh.
Oh, no, he rolled out. So, I mean, we're going to cheat now because I feel like it's over.
Big suplex.
All right, we'll go over under 7 minutes because I think we still got a couple to go.
But again, is it interesting that now we're starting to see Hook have competitive matches now? Not every match is instantly a squash.
Sorry, Nick. Yeah, I mean, eventually he was going to need some competitive matches. It's just funny. Like, he's dominated actual, like, huge guys and dominated everybody pretty much. And then all of a sudden Lee shows up and he's got the kryptonite for this man. It's in his hair. Have you noticed?
It's Bivens. That's who it is. Is Bivens has showed up at ringside as we're in picture. And we've got both men down when it comes to Impact.
Both men down. Both men down.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. Hook versus Logan Paul.
Whew. No, we're gonna get Logan Paul versus Cena, allegedly, supposedly.
How does the fantasy fucking booking that is not that far fetched but sounds ridiculous right now is insane.
Right. Well,
like a lot of it, Nick.
Oh, absolutely. It'd be interesting. Well, I don't know if Logan could make that recovery time, but I think it's all just gotten thrown out because Logan's like, Hunter, do that for my birthday. Wouldn't that be cool? And just everybody, like, I guess, like KO's knee of everybody just ran with it.
Right. Well, listen, I think I'd rather see Theory against Cena at this point. Like a really pissed off, angry, the antithesis of Cena, but like a young, heelish Cena.
Well, fair enough. It's the prototype. It's, the ruthless aggression John Cena. 100%. Then again, there is also the speculation that we could get Stone Cold versus Cena, Attitude Era versus, ruthless aggression era. And we know at least whoever Austin faces if he comes back and has a match. It's just, again, allegedly accusations. He has to go over in that match. So he has to go against somebody he's going to win. And Cena could take a loss. And yes, I forgot it is Stokely Hathaway instead of Bivens. He will be Bivens in my heart forever.
But it would be a pretty big redemption story if, I mean, let's say Theory right now goes on a pretty solid run, a lot more W's than L's, where he maintains this mentality. And
right.
look, maybe on some fluke, but at some point he comes across Cena. But if he can get a program into Mania, and he actually goes over on Cena to validate him as a considerable piece in the future of the company, it is a pretty big story.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. It would be great storytelling as we've got Josh hitting German suplex after German suplex.
There's been what, 5?
I lost count.
Okay, it's been a bunch. I looked away and he was still doing it.
And it's gonna be like that Trey Miguel Toro match a week ago. Both probably take a little pause for the cause and come back, and the match still be going. We'd still be getting German suplexes.
Stokely, Nick. Stokely. It's Bibbins!
Yes, and it will be Bivens. Bivens forever.
Bibbins for life. Theory versus Cena is a better matchup. I still am a little perplexed at what you do with Stone Cold Steve Austin if the rumors are true.
Comes out, says what? Stunner CM Punk has a couple of Steve Weisers, has a good night, goes home.
I think poetic justice and the perfect send off for Austin is he fucking walks out during a fucking Goldberg promo at Mania and lays boots to Goldberg. Don't even let Goldberg have offense. He stomps him. Fucking Goldberg goes to hit a fucking spear or whatever. Austin hits a stunner, ends it right there, stands over him, fucking drinking beer. Fuck you, Goldberg. Here we go, Stone Cold.
Now, hear me out though, as Hook's now actually making a comeback on Lee Moriarty.
I can't believe he's still going.
Kind of control, and I think we just got the end of the German suplexes from Josh Alexander. But now here, what if at the end of Roman versus Rock, which I guess is the most likely match we're going to get for WrestleMania, so it's almost confirmed at this point, you have towards the end Roman's down, Rock's about to win everything, ref's down because of shenanigans,
right? What?
Broken glass. We get one last Stone Cold hit.
Sorry, the ref is down. The ref is down.
See, I spoke a ref bump into existence.
You just did. And Bibbins getting involved.
Right. But so this is, I guess, if Kazarian's going to actually get a win here, this would be where it could happen of, refs down. Maybe we get interference or shenanigans. Maybe we get somebody like Moose to come down wide. Oh, that looked painful and awkward.
Oh, shit.
That did not look safe.
Did that not
both men just go splat on the concrete now.
Yo, is it my imagination? Sorry, I know because we talk so much. Jericho is rough tonight. Why
That's
are you
different than any other night?
No, listen to Jericho. He is hoarse. Why did he not get the night off or fucking?
Because he was busy dressing up as Barney the fucking dinosaur in a wedding dress, singing Smash Mouth songs.
For fuck's sake!
What?
What? Pause.
I didn't even hear what you said. So
I said, "Suck on a fisherman's friend."
Fair enough. Actually, not a bad cough drop. Shout out.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Roll up by Lee. But Kazarian's going to use the belt, and of course, they have Josh's wife and son right front row. They're going to watch. Uncle Frankie just take out Daddy.
Do you find it odd that quite often his wife and child are brought into the storylines? Like this is to me, it's been a really good match, and now Frankie second guesses his decision, and it's going to probably cost him.
Right. Where's the moral compass there if the wife and kid weren't in front row? As Hook submits, passes out, tap out or blackouts, Lee Moriarty.
Right.
But now Josh has got a ankle lock locked in. So if this is the end right now, because of that, it'd be a little goofy. But you do bring up a good point of his family gets involved in almost every storyline with Josh.
Yeah, a little bit too much.
Right.
If I'm being, honest.
I shouldn't be able to instantly recognize your wife and young child just because I see them in the front row.
Yeah, like at some point, does management not say, "Listen, man, your wife's got to stop yelling at the wrestlers"?
Right. I'm prettier by Kazarian. Two count.
Dollz.
Dollz. Speaking of Roosh and
oh no, you were right earlier. Bandito is still in the tournament. Oh, here we go with Roosh trying to buy people again. Jesus Christ.
What?
It's a thing.
No, I thought Paige beat Bandito on Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That happened too.
Right.
Do you want to see Nick Aldis versus MJF or Nick Aldis versus Cody, Nick and KJ?
You go first.
That could go either way. I mean, Nick Aldis is a great talker. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's exactly MJF's cup of tea. I think MJF likes to get gritty and grimy, and I actually like Nick Aldis as a heel at times. I think Nick Aldis, as kind of a pricky heel against Cody, would work extremely well, and they both wear those big coats. I mean, one's got the Union Jack, one's got an American flag. Let's go World Cup 2.
Right. Oh, as Kazarian and misses the pop-up leg drop. But yeah, I very much could see.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh,
cross body to the back of. I've never seen that before. A cross body through the bottom rope as Kazarian was sitting on the apron on the back. That's crazy, Nick.
Oh, that's almost like Macklin's move there.
I don't know the last time I recall seeing somebody hit the back like that blind.
Oh no, not at all. And a spin out power bomb. I'll make this brief then because this match is going.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt your point, sir.
No, you're good. But so I'd rather see, like you said, Aldis versus Cody. I think Aldis and MJF could have a great kind of classical style, technical style match. Yep. But we've seen Cody versus Aldis already for the 10 pounds of gold, and I know that's a good match. So I'll take what I know versus what the could be.
That's actually a really good point. And I mean, again, if you want to add some storytelling, Aldis shows up and says, we have some history here, sir. It's a good story.
Right.
Madison, I wrestle more than everybody I coach. Rain is coming to the ring.
Right. She's the coach, and I know, she's a former wrestler, what have you, but so what? So there's plenty of coaches in the NFL that were former players, and you don't see them lacing up the boots and putting on the shoulder pads and everything.
I feel like it was some contractual loophole of like, we can't call her a wrestler because she's technically I don't know. I feel like that's what this bullshit was, because she's getting backstage promos. She's getting wins. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, she's wrestling almost every week at this point. So we've got Athena versus Madison Rayne going on right now on Rampage. So give us your prediction for who you've got taking that match. And we've got right now Josh with an ankle lock. Oh, because Aaron just fought out of it.
Oh,
but I'm a big fan of Athena, but I've very much not liked recently her run in AEW. We had that whole match with on Dark that looked like it got a little wonky, a little scary, a little fishy.
Shotgun bang.
And oh yeah, exactly. That shotgun drop kick should just be her finisher from now on, because that thing's fucking lethal. As Madison just goes head first into the guardrail. But she should be competing for the women's title. I thought she should be in there with my girl Jamie Hayter, with Tony Storm, all of that, versus having matches on Dark. She's having a match versus a coach right now.
Right. What's your coaching style? Well, I got to be on TV against the opponent.
Right. Well, I got to be on TV every week. I got to show them visually. I can't teach them. I have to show them.
Well, use the factory. No. They got to know what it's feel. And the live crowd has to be there. They won't learn.
They have to see the in-ring psychology. I have to be in the moments. I'm a performancer. I'm a peacock, and you got to let me
fly. Logan Paul versus an angry Miro. Can anybody find Miro?
Right. Where is Miro?
He's getting he got the Veer Mahan edition GPS, and we've lost him.
Right. He slid out of the ring with Titus over a Saudi.
Oh shit! Electric chair. Oh no.
Two count for Frankie.
Wow, electric
clothesline by Madison.
Yes, Larry.
Yes, hook one.
Stone Cold versus Punk. How do you feel about that? And who goes over?
Austin, and I don't mind it.
30-second squash.
Or unless you get that. Oh, that was a hell of a move by Athena. That like flip over stunner.
Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh no. Okay, yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
No. Josh looks like he was about to hit the Styles Clash, but Frankie gets a sloppy roll up for a 2 count.
That was sloppy jalopy.
But what if you and Athena gets the 1, 2, 3? But what if you make Punk this uber heel of he's the one that beats and sends off Stone Cold Steve Austin? He actually gets that win.
Yeah, I mean, depends on what you're doing with Punk. If Punk's going to have a little run and hang around, yeah, I mean, but will Austin want that, right? Like, could you see Austin being talked into, like, listen, we want you to wrestle so-and-so, but it's your last, maybe your last match. Would you go under? I don't know.
But we've got a heel turn right now by Athena as she took out Aubrey Edwards, and now she's locking in the submission hold.
Yes, let's get Aubrey versus Athena. Let's go.
Oh, we're getting Mercedes Martinez, but we've still got Josh and Frankie going on. But so it looks like we're going to get Mercedes versus Athena for the Ring of Honor World title.
Nice. Martinez is back.
Yeah, she was recently medically cleared. So
yes,
like we're going to set that up for probably final battle.
Yes.
But is it interesting that we've gotten this heel turn from Athena?
It's funny because you think in this scenario, Athena was the natural babyface and Martinez was the natural heel.
Right.
But I guess they're banking on the surprise pop, which this is a good one. So Athena goes deeper heel to get a bigger pop for a returning Martinez.
Well, that and maybe they're showing Danhausen getting just plastered last week, but maybe they're relying more on or playing what we were talking about with the dark and everything. Oh
shit. Frankie almost had it.
We've got the Nightmare Factory and the Best Friends right now backstage with a Renee.
They should honestly change the name of Rampage to the Best Friend Hour. Are they on every fucking Rampage?
I feel like there's very much not officially a Rampage roster. Hook, the Best Friend, the Dark Order,
Hook.
Well, yeah, I already said Hook.
Did you? Sorry, my bad.
I feel like Archer, Starks, no, not Starks, but I feel like there's a couple. I hate to say it because they've ruined him, but I feel like Eddie's getting there.
He's definitely got there.
Fuck off. Danhausen's part of that roster. As we're getting a Danhausen video right now.
Oh, I thought it was Bray. Bray!
That's who Uncle Howdy is. It's Danhausen. He's just out there. I curse you.
I curse you, Bray. Oh, we're getting
Frankie with an ankle lock now.
Great match, guys. Are you watching the Impact main event right now?
Oh, is Josh gonna tap? He's balling up.
What a match! What a match!
Now Josh is rolled up into it. We're getting another Dark Order video or House of Black video.
So the theory is this: the running most common rumor I've seen, and we've talked about it already, Mr. Nick. I mean, I feel like we start those stories sometimes, but the Bucks come back. They beat the failing. They beat the failing Death Triangle, but as they're celebrating their big return, their big win, the House of Black come out and shock the world.
Fair enough. I honestly wouldn't mind that. And this is just me being a fan, I guess, more than anything, and being a big fan of the House of Black, to be honest. is you have the House of Black go over, because I feel they're the natural more trios champion than the Elite.
Do you think then, with all the criticism the Bucks have taken and all the stories out there about them being selfish, miserable, childish pricks, not my words, just what's being reported, folks, paraphrasing, might be also my words at times, but none of the point.
I'll say they're my words.
Could they really go, okay, you know what, we're going to do a program with the House of Black, and we'll go under for our precious belts, their first rivalry back?
I think that would, honestly, I wouldn't recant or retract, as we've got both men going at it over on Impact, but it would definitely start to.
This is amazing, by the way.
Warm my 100%, but it would start to warm my icy heart when it comes to the Young Bucks and everything. And especially Malachi versus Kenny Omega. Give me that match, 100%.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I'll give you that. I'm curious. I want more out of Kenny. I want the Kenny of old. I don't want AEW 80% of my AEW perception of Kenny. I want a better Kenny.
Do you think that this might this has the potential of either, as we've got both men on the top rope when it comes to Impact, and we're commercial for Rampage, but do you think maybe this whole time away, this embarrassing situation, I guess, with All Out might have either lit a fire under his ass, or, oh, what the fuck was that?
Oh, that was botched. Oh my God.
Somebody make sure Josh is okay, because that wasn't supposed to happen.
Were they going for a poison Rana from the turnbuckle, dude?
It looked like they were going for like a twisting cutter or something like that, and then Josh just kind of went flying as Frankie hits a giant leg drop from the top rope, and he might have broken Josh's nose.
Jesus.
Two count.
By the way, Josh got his helmet ripped off.
Right. Now going for the reverse choke. Could Frankie Kazarian pull? What?
What? I don't know.
Could Frankie Kazarian pull this out?
No. It's a hell of a match, Nick.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you expect it with Josh Alexander matches, to be honest. That man is a workhorse. He is Canadian Kurt Angle, I guess.
Canadian Kurt Angle. I'll accept that.
Roll up. 2 count.
Those. Backslide. Those. Impact main event is amazing. Yes, this might be my favorite match of the week. You might even say it's my Nick pick of the week.
Oh, it's what? But are you surprised that this match is still going?
I'm not surprised. Who said that?
I was asking. I wasn't saying anyone said anything.
Okay. I was like, wait, what did I say?
What?
Rampage is in a commercial right now, folks. We got about 20 minutes left on the clock. And we'll stay through. We click on all the chats, so keep it coming. We got lots to talk. Oh, man, that move looks so vicious.
Oh, yeah.
And still.
Yes, still your reigning, defending, undisputed Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander.
Big win. Outstanding match.
Oh, absolutely. Well, like I said, he's Canadian Kurt Angle.
Canadian Kurt Angle. We need Japan Kenny. That sounds funny as hell.
Well, that's the thing, is you could get does this suspension, did that suspension light a fire in his ass, or does he, now that he knows he got off scot-free, he comes back just even with more of an ego? But I won't talk to your favorite time of the night, Mark Henry, with it's time for the main event.
Mark Henry with his time.
So we've got Ortiz and Eddie Kingston versus Takeshka. I won't say CJ's line of take a shitta, but Takeshka and Jun Akiyama. So this is As an Eddie fan, this is kind of like a Eddie dream match right now. A little bit of this is very much guys that he wants to work with. We talked about how you had people that wanted to work with Orange Cassidy, what have you, all of that. So this is, even though I'll take this as a consolation prize for Eddie losing in the first round, I guess.
Right. What could you imagine? Like, could you see them giving Eddie and Ortiz a push?
That would be interesting. Do they go for the tag titles? Do you have them versus FTR?
Maybe. Could work.
Maybe.
Especially like you'll go back to like the Mad King with a bit of more of a heel vibe. Ortiz got a chip on his shoulder. Could work.
Be interesting. I still want to see Eddie kind of get that singles push and everything like that. The man was already built. Brian Danielson for them.
Right. John Moxley, MJF. I like the graphics and shit though, like for Full Gear. I give him credit on that kind of stuff. Looks good. It looks sharp. I like the motion.
Well, it brings it back to that Attitude Era. So we've still got, Kazarian. I don't know if he's talking trash or showing respect to Josh Alexander, but it goes back to that kind of era of like Monday Night Raws and everything, to where they'd have those like animated, build-ups for each match and everything.
Well, wait, Kazarian walks away, no handshake, but then pauses. Friend of the show, he paused.
Right, pause for the cause. But so right now we're running through the Full Gear card on Rampage as we're setting up for, like I said, Takeshita and Akiyama versus Eddie Kingston and Ortiz.
Oh, they're hugging it out.
Aww.
All right. Good end of the show. Frankie giving the respect over to Josh Alexander, who's victorious.
So, folks, let us know what you think. If you watch Impact Overdrive, or if you just listen to us talk about it, what are your ratings? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What are your opinions on Impact Overdrive for tonight, as it pretty much wraps up right now? And I guess give us your prediction on Eddie and Ortiz versus Takeshita and Akiyama.
Shit.
Oh, do you know who I am? Bully Ray coming out right now.
This night is not quite over yet. And Bully Ray, who was victorious over Amos earlier tonight, is walking out. Now, he has a title shot in hand, does he not? He won the Battle Royal, right? There it is.
Are you
call your shot?
Is he gonna cash it in right now?
I'd be totally down, but poor Josh, victim of that twice.
Sounds like a Moose thing, fitting that Bully just beat Moose,
and
we're gonna get kind of the same thing.
Bully.
So it looks like Bully might be cashing in right now. You know what I just watched in my locker room for the past 40 minutes is what Bully says as we're kicking off on Rampage. I'm taking Eddie. I think everybody here knows that I'm taking Eddie.
I got to go with you, dude. I love Eddie. I mean, I know you're a diehard Eddie as well.
Right.
That needs to be the t-shirt. Diehard Eddies.
Right. But, Bully said that's what professional wrestling is all about.
Mm-hmm. If they go under, I don't know what to say. And I mean, it's interesting because I think Eddie just was so white hot, and he still gets pops. He just booked like shit.
Absolutely. I agree. I do think this is going to be a fantastic match because I know that he's wanted to work with these guys and everything. But if they go under 100%, I think it's factual confirmed that Tony Khan does not want me to watch anything on AEW at this point, because they've buried everything and anything when it comes to Eddie Kingston. And like KJ was saying, he was your ready-made, prepackaged, easy to go, especially after that Players Tribune piece on underdog babyface. That feud with Punk was amazing. He 100% should have been in a world title picture, if not won it. And Bully is saying how Josh Alexander absolutely deserves a standing ovation, and that was professional wrestling. And I know I've disagreed with Bully in the past, but I do kind of have to agree with him on that. That was a hell of a match. But we've got Takeshita and Eddie in the ring right now. Well, Bully's still cutting a promo. I'm still wondering if he's going to cash in or not. Does he still heel turn and, end up winning the title? Eddie with a big suplex. But, okay, so Bully's announcing when he's going to cash it in. So we're going to get Bully Ray versus Josh Alexander for the Impact World title. Eddie Kingston in the next Die Hard movie. That'd be interesting. Maybe not exactly that movie, but so we're getting a handshake between Bully and Josh, so we've got it set. Josh Alexander versus Bully Ray for the Impact World Championship. So he I guess Bully lived up to his word and announced his cash in versus just, I guess running the risk of failing like Austin Theory going for an open challenge for the U.S. title. That was neither here nor there. But we've got Akiyama and Ortiz right now in the ring. Oh, as Bully, right as I say that, Bully turns around and just attacks Josh from behind. So we're getting, heel Bully as he's got a chair right now, taking it to Josh. Think of the children. The man's wife and kid are in the front row. I'm sure they're cutting to that. Oh, yep, of course. They're right behind Bully right there. So, folks, we've got a heel turn. Second heel turn of the night. We've got Bully Ray now going after Josh Alexander with a steel chair, as we've got Takeshita and Akiyama right now taking it to Ortiz. Oh, big-ass double team move. And, of course, Josh's wife is sitting there telling Bully, stop it, da-da-da-da-da. But Bully's just still laying it in. Who would you give your rating for Overdrive for you, Nick? But my rating for Overdrive, I'll let you know when it's officially done, because right now, like I said, we've still got Bully just laying waste to Josh, and I still get the feeling, what the hell does he have right now? Yeah, zip ties. Oh, so we're going to get it. I was just about to say, I thought we might get something with his wife involved. So right now we've got Bully Ray being the bastard that he is, zip tying Josh Alexander to the bottom rope while his wife's screaming from the front row. Notice how the kid's gone away. So I feel like mommy's going to take, a power bomb or something through a table here. So he is cashing in. No, he's not. He announced he's cashing in, and now he's just taking it. He's giving a damn beating to Josh Alexander. Bully's even turned the hat back, all of that. I got to turn over and hear this. Wow. Oh, he's grabbed Josh's wife and just pulled her over the barricade. As Josh is saying, don't you freaking dare. So we're getting true, I guess, bastard. I don't know if AEW's got that trademark for Pac, but we're getting, pure heat back to Bubba Ray Dudley heat. Bully Ray grabbing Josh's wife and pulling her over the barricade as Josh breaks the zip tie, and now Bully's got her set up for a power bomb as we're in picture in AEW. So Josh is saying, don't move or I'll pile drive her on the concrete. Wow. Bully Ray's this is insane right now. He's telling Josh, go get your championship. He's telling him, hand me your belt or I'm going to pile drive your wife on the concrete. Just like I said, this is going back to Dudley Boys of ECW type heat, I feel right now, because I feel like Mommy's, like I said, about to take a pile driver right here. Pause. As Eddie's right now taking it to JesSICKa over in AEW. But folks, what do you think so far? If you're following along, if you're watching with Impact right now, what do you think about this ending right now? Of we've got Bully just staring down Josh Alexander, holding up the Impact World title, looking like he's about to pile drive Josh Alexander's wife on the concrete. Again, pause. Oh, and he lets her go. Okay, so I thought we were about to get a real serious moment there. But that was, it ended a little awkward, but I like the heel turn from Bully Ray. What do you think, sir?
Yeah, Bully's been good as a heel, so thank you for having me back, by the way. But
having you back, I think you let yourself in, fucker.
Yeah. But yeah, I got picture in picture on one side, but yeah, I like the ending of this. I mean, it's a little bit long. Like, okay, we're over it now. You didn't pile driver. Let's move on.
Right. Now he's back with a chair to him. Like, okay, we get it. You're an asshole. We get it. We get it. Understood.
Yeah. Like it's dragging a little bit here, but you proved your point. If you're not going to cash in, fuck off.
So Josh right now is holding his wife as Bully's walking off, and we're still in picture with a double suplex on JesSICKa on AEW.
Yes. The countdown is on. There you go. So we are out of Overdrive, folks. I know we already got a couple early ratings. Let us know what your feelings are. How did you like the show? What is your rating out of 10? Don't be shy. Don't be quiet. Let us know what you got. Damien going straight out with a 9. A great night of wrestling. That main event was outstanding.
Oh, absolutely. But does that carry enough of that show?
I think so. I like the women's tag match was good. I mean, I'm pretty happy. I mean, I'll go 7.5 on it, Nick.
Fair enough. I was going to ask you if you thought it was better than SmackDown. So I think that kind of answers that. I guess I'll go. I almost want to go right there with you. I just say, for the sake of controversy, I'll go 7.
Okay. No, I liked it. I thought they did really well. It was a really good show. 88.
Why?
What? Kingston has been doing a lot of Japan matches. Last night after Impact on the New Japan show, it was Eddie Kingston versus Okada, teaming up with Okada.
Yeah, well, Eddie's very much been a fan of the Japanese style, 100%. I feel like I think I've said this before, if New Japan had more of an American presence, Eddie Kingston would be like a world champ for them.
I mean, they do have New Japan Strong. It's doing
right, but that doesn't. I feel like that doesn't have much of an actual U.S. presence. That kind of just pops up then and now when I watch it. Like if it had a weekly TV show, Eddie be probably one of your top baby faces.
Yeah, I mean that's a valid point, Nick. It really is.
Right.
No, I don't disagree. But right now we're getting a chop off. I think for me, it's not even the fact. Like I get this is very New Japan style, blah blah blah, but it's every match, right? It's him and Ishii, and then him and Ishii, and then him and Suzuki, and then him and Ishii, like, and it's a lot of the chops and a lot of the.
I get it. I mean, granted, his match honestly with Jericho though wasn't that bad, and it was still kind of a bit of an Eddie Kingston style match. I think it's on one hand, it could be a detriment of, yes, Eddie gets to have his favorite type of matches, and to certain people like me who like the Japan style, what have you, that really like it. Very good. Versus people who like Western professional wrestling are kind of like, okay, I've seen this already. Okay, I've seen this already. Okay, I've seen this already.
Right. Okay. Jack had a wonderful 2-on-1 match with Los Lotharios, which sounds all kind of so kinky, but
right. Use protection, sir.
Did you come out on top of the 2-on-1?
Fucking pause on that.
Big elbows.
I think Kingston can have. Well, I think Tony kind of placates into too much of, we'll just bring over the Japanese guys. We'll bring over this guy from, from New Japan, from, here. Big ass Blue Thunder Mom. I will say, I know we've kind of mocked him and everything at times, but Takeshka's, I feel a star in the making, 100%. I know we kind of mocked him because of take a shit or what have you.
Yeah, but he had barn burners. He's had a few bangers in a row, so I will not take that away from take a shit up.
I was waiting for it.
Right. Now, are you surprised with the videos that people keep putting out of like the empty arenas and empty crowds and shit like that?
Sounds like what they did with WWE when Vince was in charge.
Yeah.
Just heard. Exploder suplex on Akiyama.
Akiyama is like the boot he threw on Ortiz. Jays.
Oh yeah. Well, strong style. Pause. What?
Yakety yak. Don't come back.
Yes. John's mentioning how they're from DDT.
Yes. John DDT.
Dun dun. Another exploder suplex from Akiyama on Ortiz too. It is confirmed, folks. You've heard it here first. Tony Khan does not want me to watch AEW anymore.
What the fucking what the fuck? Dude. He is shitting over everything you love about wrestling. The only redeeming quality or hope for you is MJF might win on tomorrow.
Help me, Maxwell. You're my only hope.
Help me, Maxwell.
Right, because just what in the holy fucking hell was that? How? Why? What? Like, are we building to a feud there? I hope to God we better be building to something, because what in the Rudy Blue hell was that?
Has Ortiz lost 17 matches in a row?
Has Eddie Kingston lost 17 matches in a row at this point? I feel like, God damn it, trust me. I'm like, I can feel the blood pressure right now behind my fucking eyeball.
Right, your face.
I know, like I said, people say I'm like fucking Cornette and everything, but I'm literally about like, Elizabeth, it's the big one.
What the? Wow, dude. I don't know. AEW fans, are you thrilled to watch Eddie Kingston and Ortiz go under? To nobody's. No offense, but nobody's.
No, not nobody's, but I feel like they're not your regular performers. You brought them in from another fucking promotion. You're muted.
Not even a well-known promotion.
DDT is a little bit known.
Kind of known, but it's like,
it's not New Japan. It's not, Takeshka's already been there before, but it's that you fucking do that on a pre-show for a pre-show.
Yeah.
You did that to lead into your fucking highlight for Full Gear.
I think at this point, it really feels like there's been a line drawn in the sand, and it is legitimately, we're just doing the show. We don't care who shows up. We got our core audience that loves us, and we're golden to them, and that's good enough for us. We're happy. We get to be on TV. We get money. Whatever. That's kind of how it feels.
But the thing is that if you really think about it, I'm AEW's fucking target audience.
Absolutely.
And they're doing everything possible, I feel, to make me want to tune out. I don't get it. I don't. It doesn't
right.
Make sense to me. No. Tony, we can talk this out.
Yeah, listen. I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, now we're getting, just so everyone knows, they're giving us the Full Gear pre-show. And we're getting the hype package for MJF and John Moxley. Sorry, you said Nick?
I was just saying they're giving us the video package for the Full Gear hype up.
Yeah, no, we're getting the so we will stick around. We're going to talk to you guys a little bit more. Keep chatting with us. And we're going to talk about some of the matches. So we're going to give you some predictions on some of what's coming up here tonight. And I mean,
tomorrow night.
What's that?
Tomorrow night there, Moxley. How when he said it was on Sunday, You said tonight. It's tomorrow night. When Full Gear happens.
If you called me Moxley, you son of a bitch. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm really hoping Full Gear kicks ass tomorrow. The card, it has potential. Lots of interesting matchups. Not a lot of build up. Too much of it.
It's probably been the weakest built AEW pay-per-view, and again, I feel like I've been saying that quite a bit. But I feel like each time they keep proving me more and more right.
Yeah, and I mean, you and like I said, we talk about it where we're the target audience. We don't want to dislike this program, and some people say, "Oh, you're just hating on it." But no, I mean, I know the diehards are going to be like, "Oh, what a great match!" It wasn't a great match, and I'm shocked that guys that you've had in the company for years just went under for no reason, and they, I mean, Eddie with Ortiz, because Eddie's so over, has potential to matter.
Absolutely. Well, as we're talking about the tag team right now, because we're getting Swerve and Keith, which they might be
is it weird?
Up, it looks like. What's up?
Is it weird just Swerve at the show? Oh.
Keith's showing up, like I said, it's Jack and Kobe. But it wasn't a bad match to me. It was the wrong person went over 100%. The wrong team went over. I get you very much like Takeshka, like Akiyama, all of that, what have you. But Eddie and Ortiz work for you. They're signed to you. They're not signed to DDT. The other guys are signed to DDT. Why are you putting other companies' guys over your guys?
Yeah, and at what point do guys like Eddie Kingston and the other guys, we've seen it before, where they get frustrated and they've had enough?
Right.
Oh.
Pac said we couldn't give a piss about the Elite coming back. I think a few people have that same sentiment, sir.
He made me chuckle. These cryptic messages.
Cryptic to Stevie Wonder only. But so do we want to run through some predictions right now?
Yeah, we can do that.
But so we've got Wardlow versus Samoa Joe versus Powerhouse Hobbs for right now the AEW TNT Championship.
Ooh, I'm gonna go Hobbs.
Fucking son of a bitch. Fine, then for the sake of disagreement, I'll take Wardlow to retain.
Okay, not bad, folks. What do you think out there? Let us know.
I think it'll be interesting. I mean, it's three big beefy boys slapping meat. Pause.
Oh shit! Do we give a rating out of 10 on Rampage?
Do you want me to?
I just give it a 5. Basically whatever.
I was gonna say, do we have negative points?
I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, it's a whatever.
It was. Kingston. Nick might have an aneurysm rating,
right?
But it's going to be with the triple threat for the TNT Championship. It's going to be three big beefy boys slapping meat. I still think the best way you could have this match is you do 2 out of 3 falls. First falls for the Ring of Honor TV title. Second falls for the TNT Championship.
Right. Yeah, and I don't think they're going to do that. There's one fall to finish for the.
I know. One can hope, and apparently Tony needs all the help he can get. But so then, like we were just talking about, we've got Death Triangle versus the Elite coming back. 6-man tag match for the AEW World Trios Championship.
AEW, yeah, fuck. This one's so tough in the sense that I don't know. Like, I mean, am I crazy
elite,
to think
the Elite?
Yeah, no, I mean, but I felt, I mean, Big Rig, diehard AEW fan, loves the Bucks, and even he kind of cringed at, like, shit, they're just going to hand them those titles right back. You made them irrelevant while they were absent. It's sad. Absolutely. Oh, Hogan's back. Give him the belt.
Hey, exactly. Getting told you, everybody's finally realizing what I've been saying for months now.
Dude, it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue with those fingers. Pause.
Pause. But yeah, no, it's 100% the Elite take the win on this. They've got their whole special return videos and all of that coming off of a suspension, by the way.
Yeah,
they did something wrong, and they get rewarded.
They were victims. They were victims, Nick.
Yes, Larry and fucking Ace Steel and CM Punk they were too big of a match for them. I guess then Punk really does, live up to that. Your arms are just a little too short to box with God.
Poor them. They just went in there to talk and have some tea, and they got beat up. Poor them.
Fuck he just wanted to make sure everything was okay, Phil.
Phil, why are you being so mean? We're nice guys.
See, I'm making sure Larry's okay. Right. Larry damn had to lose teeth in that whole situation.
Right. He probably lost teeth in his arm.
Well, that's the thing. Kenny had to go out in public and be on a show with a bite mark on his arm. Can you believe he had to do that? What?
The Elite. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying the Elite pick up the win for that. Luchasaurus versus Jungle Boy in a steel cage match.
I think it's your show.
Jungle Boy. Because I think we get the spot to where Kanosaurus throws him through the side of the cage, and Jungle Boy's feet touch first.
Okay. I was leaning Jungle Boy, I'll admit, but I'll go Lucha Kane, as we affectionately call him, and I'm gonna say that somewhere along the line, our buddy Christian takes his arm out of the sling, kind of a Cowboy Bob Orton style, and he has a big role in how this match turns out tomorrow night.
Fair enough. And then we get finally the Christian Cage Jungle Boy match.
Finally, because now that he's healed up and ready to go, right?
Right. Fair enough. That's not a bad show. And I'll space this out because we just talked about the Elite. Because I'm going off the Wikipedia order here. But we've got Jade Cargill versus Nyla Rose, the singles match for the TBS Championship.
No, it's funny. I heard you and CJ debating about Nyla Rose and Jade yesterday, and it made me laugh because I was sitting there and I'm like, "There's no fucking way that she's losing." Nyla Rose is not breaking this streak, and I still believe that she might go like 100+. And I really do.
I almost wouldn't be surprised. I hate to be agreeable, but at least on this one, I'm taking Jade as well. Jade's gonna probably eventually lose that streak at some point. Eventually, everybody does, but not to Nyla. No offense.
And Nyla had the belt run. She's not gonna be the face of the division unless fucking Jade's going on a fucking vacation or is quitting wrestling. I don't see her losing.
Right. But so then we've also got Britt Baker versus the return match for Saraya. Paid. What?
I like this one. Who you taking?
Oh,
the top one.
I just went first. You go first, damn it.
I'm going to go Britt Baker. I know a lot of people.
Holy shit. Okay.
I'm going shock the world. You know what? Tony's very loyal to that core of the Elite original. Britt's one of them. And to be honest, it's not bad storytelling. Doesn't mean Saraya can't come back and win at some point. But let Britt. I got Britt. I got Britt because it really is Britt's house at the end of the day. And you know what? Even if Saraya is healthy, she's not around forever. Britt, you're going to have for a long time.
Fair enough. But do you think that this is the one and only match that they have?
No, that's part of it. I think Britt could win, shock the world. It'd be a big story, big headline. And then, Saraya's like, well, and she has an out with being rusty, with being, I haven't wrestled in 2 years. You caught me. You know what? I'm back. I got a taste for it. And I want you, at the next, Fighter Fest or whatever the fuck's coming up.
Fighter Flight Fest. But I think that because it's her return match, she's coming off that big injury, everything. They made a big deal about her return. She had that whole promo to where I don't even think she was really talking to Britt. She was talking to the audience about how, this is my house. I had to do all of, she had her, well, you've had it easy, sunshine, like what Rigo did with MJF. She had her moment like that. I think Saraya takes up the win here.
Saraya.
Yeah.
Now here, Britt will turn on hater. Now I do have to go with your theory. Depending on the order of the matches, if if what do you call it? Maybe Britt it plays a factor in Hater's match, and therefore Hater it plays a factor in Britt's match.
That would be interesting. I guess. Well, then, I guess we can tip our hand of who we'd take for that match. I think everybody at this point knows who I'm going with of Jamie Hayter, to win the AEW Women's Championship.
You know what? Just to be contrary, I will go Toni Storm. I'm a big Toni Storm fan. I like Toni a lot, and I think there's a chance that, like I said, like Britt and Hater bump heads because Britt's trying to help and fucks it up, or yeah, I'm gonna go Toni.
Fair enough. And then we've got for Fatal 4-Way for the Ring of Honor World Title, we've got Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson versus Claudio versus Sami. Who you got?
Oh, this one's tough. This is, to me, and they hinted at it tonight, and I don't know if I like it, but Britt wins just real quick. Paige, there you go. Shit, dude. Fatal 4-Way. I think it's Jericho. I think Jericho keeps that belt all the way to Final Battle or whatever the fuck it is.
Fair enough. I guess I'm just hoping. I'm probably going to be let down as usual. But Bryan Danielson takes the win. I feel he's got to do something. The man's been on a losing streak, 10-0 losing streaks. I feel outside of AJ Styles there at this point. I think Danielson's got to win. I think I don't want to see a douche off between him and Sami over the title. I don't want to see him instantly give it back to Claudio after he took it off him. So I think the only person left, and Jericho's known for having feuds that will not end. Like I have rambles that will not end. I think that Danielson's the best odd outside of Jericho, and I don't want to root for Jericho. Yeah,
listen, man. I just think that right now Jericho is literally, in the movies where like the king is brainwashed by like his second in command, like fucking Lord of the Rings kind of style, like
right.
The king, is under a spell or some bullshit, and that's kind of Jericho's that right hand man that has Tony just eating out of the palm of his hand, right. And I just feel like, if he loses it, and maybe somehow Bryan I thought they were setting up for Garcia to eventually steal it from Jericho, but I think Jericho holds on to the pay-per-view. I think coming out of this, Bryan and Cesaro are in a program.
Fair enough. That would be interesting.
And Yuta might
start to see the BCC kind of crumble, and that may be because of something potentially in the main event. But so we've got the Acclaimed versus Swerve in Our Glory for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Who do you
have? No, they've already told us straight out. Like the way they've foreshadowed this, Swerve's fucked. The Swerve and Lee are not on the same page. They're breaking up as quick as they've been put together. And yeah, I'm gonna go Acclaimed.
Fair enough. I guess we'll agree on that one as well.
Yeah.
It's the writing's on the wall at this point. I know I've been saying it, but it's Shaq and Kobe if they're going to split off and have their own singles careers, which I'm fully fine with at this point. They've had their tag title run. They've kind of run its course. They can always have that kind of connection.
Yeah, I just feel like it was like 7 to 8 weeks. Like,
right. But so Damien was asking about, I guess, the unofficial co-main, the one that we'll see if I'm able to make it through this match without, Elizabeth.
Right, wee woos.
Right. Oh, this match has got wee woo written all over it, and Ric Flair ain't here. But Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal versus Sting and Darby Allin. I know it sounds very familiar, like Ric Flair's last match, but don't worry, he's not here.
You can't unsuspend Andrade for this one?
Could you imagine?
Come on.
It's just Rick comes out in Sting face paint, and Andrade just comes out looking like Darby.
Woo! Wait a minute. It's a different woo.
Right.
You. Ruby do.
Everybody just be like, wow, Sting forgot to dye his hair today.
Yeah. Champs retain the Acclaimed. Yeah, I mean, I think the Acclaimed are on a heater, right?
Right, but so who do you have between Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal?
Oh shit! I forgot we moved on from that.
I'm going first. I'm taking Sting and Darby because I cannot cheer for Jeff Jarrett in this fucking situation.
I'll go Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. I mean, Jeff's just new on the scene. It's not one that
behind the scenes, not on the scene.
Yeah, he should be behind the scenes, but just looking at how things are being booked and shit, I'm okay with opposing you on that one. However, I think Darby's got to get away from Sting, and I really think Darby deserves a better push. He should be involved in the TNT conversation at all times. Fuck.
Well, him versus Wardlow would not be a bad show, honestly.
If you build it right.
You have, it'd be like what we were talking about with Braun Strowman and Ricochet. You have that, powerhouse, no pun intended, I guess, with Hobbs there, versus, the kind of cruiserweight high flyer, the guy that the daredevil.
Well, and it's that thing of the big powerhouse that just beats him into dust, but he won't die. He won't quit. It's Vader, Shawn Michaels, it's Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, it's a whole bunch of people in Shawn Michaels back in the day. But it's that, the Rey Mysterio never quit. Doesn't matter how big they are. They're gonna tire themselves out trying to kill me.
Absolutely. And then so main event time. John Moxley versus MJF for the AEW World Championship. Who are you taking?
I am going shit. You know what? I obviously this is like Canadian rights. I can't take MJF. I do believe MJF's going to win. But to be contrary and be kind of fun, what if John Moxley shocks the fucking world? Because somewhere in Tony's head is fans want him to win now, but if we won't do it and we'll give it to him next week on Dynamite, or we'll give it to him through, fucking snow in Idaho. I don't fucking know. Maybe that's where we go with it. So
the winter is coming, and I was gonna say I feel
winter is coming. There you
go. Because trust me, folks, you're gonna want to make sure you're here live, because if MJF does not win this match after already Eddie's didn't win, and God help us all if Jeff Jarrett wins too,
right?
This might be playing as in memoriam and everything the next day after that from just me being on here. So MJF has to win this, and I think we could get that potential of this whole babyface bullshit has been exactly that. And we just get to a heel turn at the end of William Regal turns. I know it's mouthpiece with a mouthpiece, but
no, I think it's perfect. I think them playing off each other, I think them working together would be phenomenal.
Oh, absolutely. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And that's 100% what's going to happen.
Yeah. I still feel like there was a little too many pegs in the Plinko board to get to this point. MJF could have stayed MJF, true to the MJF we know, the fuck everybody MJF, and get where we're going. But I get what I mean. I want that Regal turn more than anything, but I know I'm being contrarian on Moxley.
No, you're good. Well, and I still kind of hold it that I feel like this feud was initially meant for Punk versus MJF, not Mox versus MJF.
Well, I'm watching they're giving they're talking legitimately about the elite, and Taz is it's well documented what's happened. And of course, Excalibur instantly puts them over as the best tag team in the world.
Oh, damn, that's still going. I paused because I thought I saw Rick and Morty pop on. So I thought it was all over with. I was just going through the predictions.
I'm going to say this. Dave Meltzer already has the fucking most stars he can find stamped on a piece of paper for this trios match tomorrow.
He's just going to write infinite.
Now, that being said, it could really be a good match. I will admit that. If you like a spot heavy chaos 6-man, it's going to be, you're probably going to get that in spades.
Oh, 100%. It's going to be a good match, I feel. Granted, ring psychology is going to go out the fucking window. But I think to me, it's more of, and I hate to use this, but it's the implications of, they just got suspended. They got stripped of these titles because they got in a fucking backstage fight. And I get however you feel on that whole situation. At the end of the day, if you still get punished, you don't then turn around and get back what you got fucking taken away from you because you got punished. You got one, you don't get rewarded when you come back from an out of school suspension or some shit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you get 2 weeks canned from your job, and you turn back, and as you walk in the door, the boss is like, "Hey, fucking Nick, promotion, buddy."
Right.
What? All right, I'm gonna go punch Steve now. I'll be right back.
Hey, you know those 2 weeks that we didn't pay for you and everything like that? We're gonna give that back to you. Oh, speaking of punching Steve, that'd be if it was Sami, it'd just be on Andrade. You can just swap the names out there real quick.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. But yeah, other than that, I mean, crazy night of wrestling overall, Nick. Tomorrow's going to be crazy. I know we ran through some really quick predictions, and but I am looking forward to it. I mean, am I stir crazy the way I was about other pay-per-views, especially other AEW pay-per-views? Not really, but there's a lot of intrigue here, a lot that we can get into. And I'm really curious to see how some people report on it, but we'll talk about that too.
There's a lot of what if, I'll say. I know they're very much going Marvel's Avengers, Endgame, all of that with the Thanos snap, but they got the wrong Marvel series. It's more Marvel what if over here of we don't know exactly what's going to happen because honestly, AEW is a fucking wild card at this point. I thought Eddie Kingston had it in the bag tonight, winning main event. There you go. Send you off on a happy note, all of that going into Full Gear. And boy, was I fucking wrong. So even just being the contrarians at times with these matches, it's still been a coin flip of, well, you could be right. We could make a case for either side easily.
Yeah, very compelling argument on both sides. So, I mean, that's a credit. I will give the booker credit on that one as far as at least you have a handful of really compelling matches where we're not like, this is guaranteed to happen. I mean, yeah, I think things like the Acclaimed are a slam dunk, but what if it was a ruse? They were pretending not to get along and, something weird happens. I mean, the booking over the next little while, and we talked about the Bucks getting their title shot, will show. It kind of has that vibe of when, the WWE had to come out and say, listen, we're really sorry. We don't listen to the fans. We suck. We're going to try and do better. Granted, they didn't, but they said it. This is kind of what it feels like with AEW a little bit as a fan right now, where we're not really listening to the fans. We're really just booking what us and what we like. And if we're happy and we can all stroke each other at the end of all this, we're good.
But they still have fans, though, 100%. And I'm not knocking them 100% because different strokes for different folks. And Kenny very much likes to talk about how wrestling should be a smorgasbord and everything like that.
Yeah. A good one.
But, well, that's the thing. It needs to be good. I think that they're still fans enough with AEW that no matter what they put out there, they're going to cheer for it. It doesn't matter if it's the right decision, the wrong decision, if it's because of creative control, getting pulled backstage, what have you, there's always going to be that AEW audience that no matter what is going to cheer for it and pop for it and react and be fully invested.
Yeah.
They've now got people trenched in there. 3 years in, they've got a
core
fan base.
But do you cater to that audience forever, or do you try and do things that at least, for fans? I mean, but dude, we've been fans from day one. I've seen every minute of AEW wrestling. Right. And I don't understand, and I just want to be more content with the product. And other AEW fans will tell me, well, you're not a real AEW fan. I've seen every minute. I've cheered. There's, recorded proof of me popping on the, the double swerve night, the CM Punk return where I was almost like the guy in the crowd. Right. I mean, that's where it's like, okay, give us a really good Full Gear. Prove a point, send a message, deliver. Don't just be guys that talk about being good at what you do. Be good at what you do.
Absolutely. And they've had those moments to where I feel like every time they get really close to that, either something goes sideways or they fumble it at the goal line. Like we had MJF ready-made, built all of that, and then we feel like we've kind of fumbled it. We had the whole CM Punk thing, and we got to a situation now to where I'm old, I'm tired, and I work with fucking children. All of that. So it's just constantly one thing after another has been that right when you think that they're going to break through, they trip back down.
Yeah. And I mean, I completely agree with that. And you know what? I know we're heading towards the door. We're about the 3.5 hour mark here tonight. Amazing triple header tonight. We had a lot of fun with it. But I will say this, and anybody tuning in or anybody that does hear this, I put a challenge out there to Tony Khan. To your fans to the people that give a shit about your product and spend money on your product and people that cover your product, I challenge you to come on a stream like this or come on a channel like this and tell your fans what really happened. Stop hiding behind lawyers. And I mean, I know there's portions of the story you can't tell, but I want to know what really happened. Who did the investigation? Why did you side the way you did? What really happened? Why didn't you stop Punk? Opposed to saying to everybody that asked a legitimate question, I want you to answer some solid questions. Tell the fans what really happened. And maybe then you'll gain some understanding and sympathy instead of a rift between your fan base. And I know it's fun to go on shows like Busted Open and have guys like David LaGreca who just absolutely deep throat you the entire time you're on the podcast. And it's, borderline disgusting. I'm 51 and I love you. Fuck off. You tell them, oh, well, I just think your fan base is growing. No, actually, they just had their second worst rated Rampage Dynamite of all time. It's not good for them. They need to continue to grow, but I would love Tony Khan to ball up and come on a show or go back to Ariana Hawani. Yeah, you know what I mean. And actually answer some legitimate questions and stop dodging it, only taking the fucking Meltzer interviews and the LaGreca interviews where, it's your bum buddies. I want more. As a fan and a person that invests time and money into your shit, that's my wild soapbox rant to end the show.
Well, I was going to say you'll get that in 10, 5, 3, 2 years, maybe 1 year. When we get like their version of the death of WCW, we get the death of AEW. That'll be when you get something like that.
The press conference of doom.
Yeah, you won't get him present day anything because to him, and I know that there's some fans out there, and if you disagree with me, if you disagree with KJ, if you disagree with any of us, absolutely tune in, change our minds. But right now, he doesn't see that there's anything wrong. Nothing is wrong. It's fucking echo chamber. So there is no problem.
Mm-hmm. Your crowds are the people are taking videos of how empty your arenas are. People are pointing out that the ratings are going in the wrong direction. You do have an opportunity if that you could put your shit together and deliver a really good product, deliver really good shows. You're not that far off the mark because your competitor is not doing really well. And wrestling as a whole is down 1.4, barely cracking 1. Smackdown, 2+. Like, it's scary times.
Well, it's that kind of lull that you get in the middle of the fall winter season. Everything you're gearing up towards the holidays, towards Christmas. You still got football season, all of that.
Sure.
And that's the thing is Tony doesn't have to go against that. Tony's got middle of the week, tune in, all of that. There, it just needs punching up. Honestly, at the end of the day, hey Tony, you can whoever you got, whatever intern you got working all of that. My socials and all of that, our socials are scrolling right through there and everything.
Right.
Reach out. We can help you out.
I'm a big fan. I just want to talk about it. I want to know what
I feel like Peter Griffin, especially right now after that thing, after any league right now, just sitting there with the shotgun of I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
Just want to talk. 2-hour Rampage, also known as Ring of Honor, would be nice.
Right.
Thanksgiving. Yes, folks. Thanksgiving. Stay tuned. Click your little bell. We might have something pop up on Thanksgiving, but live we won't be here on Thanksgiving, at least American Thanksgiving. And we'll be back for Friday night. We have a doubleheader, and then we have Survivor Series next week because shit don't stop.
Well, I was going to just say, well, if you're here still and everything like that, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, and if you haven't hit the bell notification, what the hell are you doing with your life? Because we are here covering anything and everything. Don't just worry about Thanksgiving. Don't just worry about any of that. Christ, we're back here tomorrow night. We'll probably be back here in under, 24 hours covering AEW Full Gear, the show that we were just griping and groaning about and everything, and see if Tony Khan can pull a rabbit out of his ass. Pause. I think it might be brown instead of white, though, this time. Pause. But absolutely, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe.
That's it, folks. Don't miss out. And yes, spread the word. Spread the word. We're having so much fun with this. And like I said, we're pushing past 175,000 views. We're climbing towards 1K. And we owe a lot to the fans out there. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 3 good shows, Nick. Can't wait for tomorrow. Listen, everything we say is constructive. I can't wait for Full Gear. Let's go. And any other thoughts?
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. And at this point, what do I need to spell it out for you? Whether, the A to the K to the shit to the XYZ, all of that, our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about wrestling, you better put that forward life with it. Why?
See you on the flip side, folks. That's tomorrow. Full Gear. Bye-bye.